Hello, I'm Eagle. Eagle Gardens. Eagle Gardens 1 on Instagram. And this is fucking Talking Shit with Eagle, episode 394. Hopefully you guys have had a pretty great day yourselves. Kind of lagging behind a little bit today. Finally figured out who I had in the book just to figure out. So that's a big on that. What up, Cheddar Bob? Jason ISO. How you guys doing? Chat all popped out. Guys, what you smoking on now? Chat going. Automation is freedom. How you doing? Technically, it's your birthday, isn't it? What else we got here? Isn't it? It isn't not. Automation is freedom's birthday. Technically, right? Right. Who can take a sunrise? You too can. What's up? About that, guys. Cheers, cheers, cheers to everybody. The whole three chat. All right. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Get me a Duber rolled up. Blind Cat 420. How you doing? I'll miss you. How'd I miss the Blind Cat? Dirt Road Dude, I am working on firing one up. I am working on one. This is a little bit of jelly bean. Not the prettiest bug, but I guess it'll do. Resurrection Prophet. Cheats. Cheats. Cheers. Resurrection. I see me clan. Good morning to you. How is everybody this fine Saturday/Sunday? Blaze Daily, how you doing? It's 2:07. Cheers to you. Ancient Soul Grown, good morning to you as well. Hell yeah, fans in the chat there. What about Bob? Cheers. Oh, 7 hours. That sounds like fun. Good morning, Chad Westport. How are you doing? Still not quite used to that new icon. So mix this up, Twisted TK, and then Mr. Smiley. Is it not your birthday today, Mr. Automation is Freedom? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sunday. That's what it says in the calendar. Oh, that's fucking. I told myself I was going to take some long rips tonight. Honey water there. Take a rip, eh? Chance to move. Good morning to you. It is. Cool, cool, cool. Everybody please tell Automation happy birthday. very young for 60. And it tastes good. Good. Do that there, Cheddar Bob. K-Bag, cheers to you. The wormhole is of one as of yet there. Take that plug out. Chad Westport popping in. I had to get that out before
If you wear glasses or contacts, you must see
I
it.
do.
A Japanese
I don't
Nobel
wanna
Prize
see
winning
this.
soccer.
Cheers there, Mr. Westport.
Hey, buddy. I saw you all by yourself, Eagle, and I'm like, I never get the chance to just hang out with Eagle. So hits up, fire it up, brother. Take a toke.
Cheers to you, my friend. Cheers to you.
Yeah, thank you. What is your other green bong chilling on the mantle? Is that the show piece and then the function piece?
It is. It is. I'm even cheating a little bit with it too because this one is the original one I got. Of course, I'm gonna keep the one that's somewhat dirty, right? And because that part right there is a little tough to clean.
Yeah.
And so, but the new one, I actually tried to buy a dab or banger for this, right? And the one I bought cracked right off the bat. And I think it even actually, because it was in the clearance, I think they actually knew somehow it had a slight crack in it. But the new one he sent came with the banger.
Nice.
So I just keep the banger close, and I just interchange the bowls instead of getting that one dirty. So I still keep that one up there clean and just interchange the bowls. So
Yeah, I like that style. That definitely works. It's yeah, it's kind of like a lot of collectors, you know. And then I'm sure there's a lot of other people too on here that will collect various things. Shoes is one example for me, man. I got a pair in the box that will never see the street, and then I got a pair that I wear.
knives. I have a wicked collection of knives. I have a very impressive hammer collection that I mean framing hammers, trim hammers, back to late 1800s to now. All of them do something. They're not necessarily the same. They're either old or different in some kind of way. But last I checked, the last time I laid them out and counted them, they were right around 85.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot. You did that for a living, right tool for the job, so it totally makes sense. It's not like you own 85 pairs of like tap dance shoes, but yeah, 85 hammers, man. That's a lot. But I'm trying to think in my head. Other than this blue light is just making me look like super sickly. Okay, there we go. I have some color back in my face now. But yeah, I'm sure there's a few things that I'm a little overboard with like that. But hey, whatever makes you happy, right? Uh-oh.
In order, we have to welcome Cheddar Bob. Yeah.
I seen Cheddar Bob doing as usual, man. Getting ready.
My disrobing.
Yeah.
I need entrance music.
Ain't no shit. That fucking, what movie was that with the dude was gonna do the MMA fighting and it was a comedy and he's fucking That's my
Kevin
entrance
James.
song. He had the same entrance song, and the dude fucking comes out before him playing the same song. He's like, "The fuck, man!" It's fucking hilarious.
Looks like you got your ears lowered.
Yeah, man. Got to trim
Yep.
it up a little.
Nice.
All right.
Chad, doesn't look like you had your ears lowered in quite a while.
No, man. Every time I walk by a barber shop, I see desperation in their eyes. Like, come in here, please.
It's like you're their unicorn.
They're all hooting and shit as you walk by. Come on in here, guy.
Or should I
hook
say,
you up as you go down the barbers there? They're all like, yeah, look, get my hands on that.
I heard you talking about putting together a living soil bed, so maybe those will be turning into dreadlocks.
oh, yeah, right. They're gonna get natty dreads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Somebody to dread them up nice for you.
Start smelling like patchouli.
No, sandalwood.
Same difference.
Sandalwood is the new patchouli.
Oh man. Yeah, no. I is oddly enough like you know how people can donate their hair if they grow it super long. Cancer patients, people going through chemo, stuff like that. You can donate your hair, they'll make wigs out of it. I think that's a great thing. I looked into that, but because I have gray hair, they won't actually take it. Like nobody has interest in my hair, which is weird because
That is totally not true. You're just not asking the right people.
I've looked online. Like I actually looked online. I thought, it'd be a good thing to do. I'm tired of it. I'd love to cut it off, but
There's a market for people farting in people's mouths. There's a market for long gray hair to make wigs.
okay, you're right. I didn't look hard enough. That is going to be true.
So have you ever thought about
there's a gig where people fart in people's mouths? That's a real thing? Like that's for real?
I mean, I'm sure there's got to be.
Has to be, man.
I thought you'd seen some documentary on it or some shit. This is the wormhole. I was fucking ready to hear some story about it.
Okay, if you want a story about that, and I don't think the website is up anymore, but it's still like urban legend, but cakefarts.com. Like,
How do you
knows
know
about,
that?
like for real, cakefarts.com, guys. Put on Google Safe.
All right, man.
I think it's the latest attraction on the OnlyFans page.
Wasn't that? Did you guys ever listen to Howard Stern back in the day? Like way back in the day.
We couldn't get him up here.
I could have swore he had a guy on that was like, that was his thing, is you could fart in his face and he would like identify what you had for lunch or some shit the day before or whatever. Like, poultry. And like, what the fuck, man? How do you discover that like you can put two and two together like that, man? Like, come on.
It's true though. You ever know anybody that switched over to a high protein diet from not eating so well?
Yeah.
They got the smelly gas.
He's omniscient. No, omniscient. Scent, omniscient.
Oh, I missed that. That was a cheddar bout fail there. Thank you.
He's from the East Coast. We let it slide.
Right.
No offense to all the East Coast listeners.
Intellectual jokes don't make it past Vermont.
Yeah, right. We're polite. We just smile and nod.
Yeah. Okay. Good job. Yes. Good job.
I saw a comic bombing at the local casino. He was a rather intelligent man, and a lot of his jokes relied upon people knowing current events and being able to put one and one together. Marysville cannot do these things, and it was hilarious to like kind of watch him bomb and then slowly turn on the crowd without the crowd actually knowing it yet. Like he was like, "Oh, you guys must like the dodo bird up here, huh?" There's a dodo. It was bad.
A whole Borat moment.
Yeah.
You guys got stuff for moms? Got your mom's gifts all ready to go?
I am my mom's gift.
She still thinks so? I don't know.
Boom, done. I'm playing golf tomorrow. That's my gift to my wife. I won't be around to bother her for a few hours.
Oh yeah. She appreciates that, huh? I think that's role reversal. Isn't she supposed to be the one gone for a few hours?
If she wanted to, yeah, absolutely. We could leave the kids alone at home. No problem.
Right. Listen,
I'm golfing no matter what. So
I already called dibs. What the fuck?
yeah, I got a tea time, yo. I can't cancel that shit.
Right. You know this woman. What's your problem?
Special day.
It's another day that ends in Y. Fuck it.
No, she is. She's appreciated every day. You know.
Does that line work?
Yeah, it does. We're not big on. We're not holiday people. You know, we don't do. We do it for the kids like Christmas, Halloween, but we don't do any of the small stupid ones like Valentine's Day or Easter or anything like that.
That almost sounds like one of those trap things. Like Valentine's Day, yeah, it doesn't mean that much to me, honey. Why didn't you do anything for Valentine's Day? You know,
see, I feel like I had these conversations with my girl too. Like, I don't want to get gifts for you know what I mean? Like, I appreciate you every day, honey, right? Which she'll nod and smile, and then she gets me something every fucking time, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Some people are just like that, and my wife's like that as well, and it makes me hate her a little more every day. But
right? I'm like, now I didn't get you nothing. You got me something. Now I feel like shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No,
that's not why. That's not why. I'm like, the fuck, it's not why. It's exactly why you did it. Because when you smiled and nodded your head and said, yeah, we're not going to get gifts, you really meant, I want a fucking gift. What are you talking about, asshole?
Should have said it.
Yeah. That's what they get for playing them games. Like, just fucking speak your mind, woman. Speak your mind. I'm not into these fucking read your mind games.
I gotta be careful what I say because she goes back and she watches these when I'm on here.
So you
I love her so much. She's like the most amazing person I've ever met in my life.
Well, lay it on thick, brother.
Yeah, right. Yeah. No, it's, you know, we're very, it's pretty cool because we're similar in some ways, but in other ways we're absolutely different. You know, she's from the West Coast, so that's how it rolls.
You have a PP.
It'd be like Chad and I dating or getting married.
Is she taller than you too?
No, I meant no.
Oh,
No. She's short even by Hobbit standards.
I was gonna say, because you made jokes about you being short. You were like, we're opposites quite a lot. That would have been fit right there. She's like a foot and a half taller than you, or some shit.
6'3", 6'4".
Professional beach volleyball player.
Right.
Cheddar Bob's just above her waist and shit. Like,
yeah.
She stands like this next to him.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that dude? He won like the world's strongest man competition, and he was in the Game of Thrones. He was the
giant,
giant dude or whatever. Have you ever seen
the mountain? That's what they call him.
Have you ever seen him in real life with his wife or whatever?
She literally comes up to his hip.
She's a fucking peanut standing next to him. Like, how does he not just destroy that? Like, holy crap. Yeah, you see a picture of him walking, and she's like a little miniature person standing next to him. It's insane.
Well, they don't exactly paint a flattering picture for that little thing down there if you do a whole bunch of roids.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, and at some point, like, even if you are naturally like lifting and get like stacked, there's like, I don't think there are like penis weightlifting things to like get, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
True.
You have a website for that too?
He's like 7 foot tall though, or something, ain't he? He's like
6'9".
6'9". Yeah, he's real tall. I remember that.
He's 6'9", like 385 pounds or something like that. He's
That's a
He's so
literal.
huge.
That's insane.
I would look like his girlfriend standing next to him.
What's up, Rez?
That's an awful
Oh,
hairy
stress.
girl.
Who else
That's a
is here?
hairy girlfriend, man.
What's up, Brez?
I'm doing well. How's everybody doing this evening?
Good, good. So what are you growing on these days?
Oh man, a little bit of everything. A lot of all the seeds I made the last time. So let's see. There's 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 in there that are from seeds, and then 9 from 7 plants. 7 of the 8 that I bred, and 1 I didn't. For some reason, I forgot to put that row in. But I only planted 5 of each one just to see what kind of germination rate I would get. And then they weren't supposed to get as big as they are, so I have a mess. As you can see behind me, these are ones that are just too heavy to stand up anymore, and I'm not a stake kind of guy.
Right.
So, and they're all lowers, so it's like there's still another huge stuff on the top. So I'm just like, I ain't fighting with you. You got amber starting, clip. And they're only at 38 days.
Oh wow.
There was one of them that I broke, that I hit a branch with my arm. I got to crawl under everything this time. I got to crawl under the whole garden. And it's high enough that I can get underneath. You know, I've got it high enough. But I broke one off, and I was like, I hung it up at 21 days. And I forgot about it hanging back here for like about a week. And I grabbed it, and I was like, I took the top. I took the top, and I trimmed all the leaves off, and I was like, I put it under the scope, and I went, holy shit. I was like, there's freaking, couldn't see, you could see it shining, but it wasn't a lot. I stuck that thing in the bowl and went out to work in the garden, and I started getting the jitters. I'm like, what in the world was that? I mean, it just was like, it only spiked. It only was like a 20 or 30-minute spike, but that was like drinking 5 pots of coffee you didn't want to drink. 5, big, huge cups of coffee in a matter of 15 seconds, and half an hour going like, it blew my mind. So I fully believe the article or the paper I read by somebody wrote that I read a while back that says when they're perfectly clear, they're the highest in the THC you're going to get in THC A.
There's gotta be a window for that though, I'm thinking, because it stays clear for a long time, for many weeks, sometimes a month. But I certainly agree with you there. Like there has to be a window though. And I was gonna ask you guys, because I've been playing around just pulling stuff at different times. Like I've done a 3-weeker, I've done a 4-weeker, and just to see what I get. But that sounds like you had a rad experience. I've never had.
Look at this one here. See this here? These here were standing this morning, and I got in there tonight, and they were just because they're adding weight so fast, even at 38 days. And I'm like, I think for some reason, I think I brought the male, I brought the in between, because most of the females are in the 72 to 75 day range of the moose and lobster. And that male was like a 49 or 53. I know I got one in there that's coming in because I have 2 other of his growing in there. I have another Salmon River, the Bubba leaner that I grew for the first time, and I've had it for a year. And that pheno, and his platinum, what is it? Platinum Blue Magoo cookies, platinum, Blue Magoo cookies, and that's platinum cookies crossed with Blue Magoo cut only, and it is. So I got stuff that I made out of those seeds beside that, and I can see them aging at the same time and crystallizing up, and I'm like, well, these look just as good as the stuff that he has already made, and I knew it was going to be good. But I can see the ones coming in early, that have the more indica in them. That one I posted yesterday, I can't get a good back shot of it. When you pull it up, the whole back side of it's like that bright lime green, the yellow, not the yellow bad, but yellow where it's green, but it's yellow. It's so bright. It's just like, oh man, it's skunky, garlic. It had that, which I don't like it in the beginning. Has that toe cheese, plus it has cat piss in it. It has all those cat piss smells in it. But that starts coming out. So when you cut it, this one here I cut this morning. I cut these 8 branches right here this morning off a Salmon River, back to Salmon River. The one pheno, it just made those, it stretched 1.5 times. So there's these things in. I cut 10 inches off of these.
Wow.
And these are only at 38 days. I know this will go at least 60 probably.
Wow.
55. So it's, man, they're So I'm feeling, and I just cut these, and it's like, I see all you guys cleaning your unders and everybody taking the unders out. I'm just like, I like the unders for seeing the yellow. So if I have a problem, typically for me, and what I'm using, the first place I'm going to see it is in the bottom.
Yep.
I'm going to see it. I mean, if it needed fed, which it shouldn't in flour, only in veg I use that for typically. But it would still work, and you can fix it if it was early. But if it grows out and it wants to take space, then I can cut them off. I give them more air, and it's got some age to it. If it's not worth put to the place, I'll smoke it. I'll throw it in a container back here, throw it in with some oil and some water and boil it and make a tea. So, I said this to somebody probably a year ago. I remember multiple times having a fan leaf, right? And not smoked for a couple months, and then opening something and finding this fan leaf that was in a book or a photo album or something like that, and smoking a fan leaf, right? And catching a buzz. Now that person told me, no, it was all in your head. You didn't get nothing off. And I was like, no, because I've done it many times in my life when I was younger and I was in service. There was times we had to take breaks, and I'd go back and I'd be like, what do you got? Be like, just this shit laying around. You throw it in the pipe, be like, wasn't great, but it got me something in the change of my attitude that made me feel the relaxing feeling I was looking for that I always got from cannabis. So when you, like you're saying, you picking it at different times. Now, if there was only 3 plants in there, I'd have been figuring out how to stake them up. But I got so many plants in there, I was never expecting that kind of chaos on another grow. I don't want them that big, really. Maybe one at a time, once in a while that big. I want the small ones. I want to grow them straight up. I want to, as soon as I veg them and I see the sex, I want to throw them in the next biggest container, veg them for a week, throw them in the flower room, let them go. I had that one in there that these came off of.
I just want to interrupt a sec. Eagle, so Dark Horse is in chat. That's your tattoo guy. Is he talking about the 75-year-old lady's tattoo? Is that the one he's talking about, showing the picture of?
Oh no.
No, he says he's tattooing somebody right now.
Oh, I was gonna ask how that. Can he come up and talk about the traumatizing event, if that was?
Oh no.
No, that was Mike.
No.
The other guy, Mike, I believe, got stuck with that one.
Okay.
See the cute security cam, how quickly Eagle bounces. He's like, yeah, I'm out.
What do you play? I just wonder, do you plan for the wrinkle, or is there do you stretch it to make? But then when you let you got to make it look right?
You ever draw on a rubber band?
I don't know where it was at. So I'm all with my
I don't. In my opinion, Smiley, especially at that age, I don't think you would stretch it. I think you'd actually try to work it in because you'd want it to be seen. Be you know,
Like a folded
Play the
$1
wave.
bill.
yeah, you want. I don't know about that. It would just be recognizable for the state it's in now. You don't want to have to go pull it apart and be like, "Oh yeah, that's what it is."
I got a tattoo.
You want?
They make
I know,
the aging tattoos.
maybe-
As you age, they fold over and make a new tattue.
I bet
You
if she like
figured
pulls
in,
at
yeah.
the top, I bet if she pulls at the top of her cheek, it makes it wink though.
Is that so when you have like what's that one of those things we used to flip all the pictures, you know, and you see them real fast, so you can flip your arm up and down and it'd be different tattoos.
Sorry, when he said he was sending a pic, that's what I thought he was talking about. That was what popped in my head there. I totally derailed you though, Rez. I'm sorry, man.
That's okay, man.
It's like, how do I show you on here? You'd have to get on. You'd have to log on, Pat. You could show us with the camera. Zoom with the camera there. That's how you'd show us.
Yeah.
Cheers, John.
Yeah, cheers, Pat. That's awesome, man.
And apologies if she's there getting a touch up.
Right? She's there listening to us all right now. I'm sorry, ma'am.
Happy Mother's Day.
Can we add with all due respect? Does that make it better if we add it with all due respect?
Yeah.
In the nicest way possible. Fuck you. No.
Yeah, that's funny.
I'm actually smoking stuff that I cut off this morning. Cut it down to nugs, stuck it on the front middle dash of my Excursion. By the evening, it was dry. Doesn't taste bad either.
Nice.
You guys ever grow any and dry it fast, like when you were younger, you know, Renegade, or maybe recently, and you cut it down, it's got that fresh smell because you had to get it, and you're like, I don't own a microwave anymore, so I wouldn't do that anyway. But you know, that fast drying weed has a distinctive smell and flavor to it.
Oh, definitely. Definitely did. And you could also tell when people put frickin' tortillas in there to try to rehydrate it.
Tortillas.
That's a thing.
Yes. For real. It is out here. I mean, everybody, you know, there was like the fruit tech putting like the orange slice and stuff in your bag and trying to get it to rehydrate, maybe get some taste.
Tropicana, baby.
Yeah. I knew dudes that like swore up and down about fucking tortillas. That was their thing. I don't know. It worked for hydration, but tasted like tortillas. This was the 90s, man. This was the 90s. Come on.
Yeah, I've never
Orange
really
peels.
experienced with drying them too fast. That's always been a bad mistake. Too fast or letting them hang too long to where they dried too much. That's another thing. They always taste like shit. You lose your flavor. It always comes out smelling like grass. Even trying to put it in the jar and shit afterward. Yeah.
How long do you guys, because I'll usually, you know, again, everybody will have different hang times based on their conditions, but how long do you guys typically go from like cutting it off to like sealing the jar? Because a lot of times I'll leave it out after I'll cut it, I'll hang dry it, I'll trim it, and then I'll just lay it out for an extra day just to get a little bit more, and then put it in the jar without the lid. It gets some moisture, and then I can tell and put my lid back on.
So for me, the hang time really depends on temperature and humidity. I check it several times throughout the day. I probably should have one of those kind of monitoring units or whatever. I just haven't done that. But typically that dry room, the temperature bounces between 63 and 65 degrees. And the humidity, I have to add humidity to it to keep it up after the first 24 hours or whatever. And I usually keep it around, it'll bounce between 60 and 63, 64-ish sometimes on the humidity. So I'm trying to keep it at that, because everybody says 60 for temp and humidity, but I would have to air condition the room to make it 60 degrees. And I think if you're air conditioning the room, it's going to be hard to hit 60% humidity without having to also add a humidifier to that. So like, I don't know, I just haven't made that jump. So naturally the basement kind of where I'm got it is in a basement. So it's kind of like it stays a fairly moderate temp. So, but doing that at 64 degrees and 63% humidity, if I keep it around there, it'll go 7 days. And then at 7 days, I can take them down, put them in totes until they get trimmed, and they'll be fine.
Geez, I'm sorry. You skipped the jars, Mr. Fancy fucking heavy harvests.
Oh no!
I'm joking.
After it's trimmed, then it'll spend its time getting burped, and then whatever, it's either gone or sealed up.
Okay.
I basically do this. My situation is here is exactly the same. I have a tent right over there, a 3x6 that I hang in. I have a fan on the bottom and a little exhaust fan, and I keep that on low, and my temperatures stay about almost exactly the same, like between 62 and 64, and about the same humidity. Takes about 7 or 10 days. I throw it into totes, wait a few days until I feel like trimming it, then throw it in some sea vaults.
Yeah, I usually go 10 to 14 days. I don't have to deal with low humidity here, so dealing with high humidity is my thing. So keeping them longer is a little bit eeasier.
Yeah, like right now, I'm running flour right now, and my humidity's at 68%. You know, which I usually run high humidity right, until like week 6 or so. Anyways, like 65, 70%. My temps are, 70, 77, 80 degrees. So
I was going to make the comment too. I like putting them in the tote right away after taking them down and not going right to trimming, because if they are too wet still, the next day when you go check the tote, you'll be able to tell that, because they'll like soften up. They almost like sweat a little bit more. So like it's kind of a step that I know it adds whatever, but it's just a step to kind of make sure you're not pulling them down too wet type of thing too. So it's kind of, I don't know.
And you can use the top of the container as a nice fan and like fan that wet air out really, really fast, so it's not sitting there.
So yeah, I mean, as far as like the Burp Attack as far as like sealing them up, in my opinion, that's a lot of what I always watched for, was like any kind of gain in moisture coming out of the stem still. You know what I mean? It's not that it's a gain in the moisture, but everything's coming to equilibrium when you seal it. So whatever, if the stem had more moisture content than the outer part of the bud, even though that outer part's crunchy, that'll equalize out, and then you'll notice that outer part get, more damp. It doesn't get moist. You know what I'm saying, though? It's not as crunchy.
Yeah.
It'll kind of come back. So
I like hanging the whole plant, but I'm not going to be able to pull that off this time. So, I mean, I pulled the whole plant last time. My temperature was a little high. My humidity was about right. 2 of them came out perfect. I mean, what I got left still smelled the same since the end of October. Middle of November when I put it in the jar, it still smells the same.
What up, Mr. Pat?
What's up, Pat?
Sorry.
That's all right. But the
Sorry.
I've got probably a pound, 2 pounds I've made smell like hay in the last year. No mold, but wasn't paying attention, leaving the jars shut, not open them and using them. And he came up in the house and just made them smell like, next day grass or hay. And it's just like, well, I guess they're all going to FSO, not smoking that stuff, Of course, all the seeded ones, I didn't trim a lot of the hairy ones off in the leaves because I didn't want to cut the seeds up, so I got a lot of all that. Oh, look at that. Oh, here we go. Oh, this you.
Wow. That looks like a hard place to work.
Yeah. Is he gonna get Cheech and Chong on both, one on each feet, so they're a pair when he's standing there? I don't know if
That
we
was a
figured out
taco
the
vendor.
audio.
I thought that was my taco vendor.
Yeah, does your taco vendor look like that?
Well, I do live in Southern California, so. No, that was just a joke. Back to the taco shells being put in the weed.
Oh. Yeah.
Tortilla, sorry.
Tortilla.
Soft tortilla.
All right. Well, that was a pretty. That was a cool foot tattoo, though. I don't know, Eagle. How close to? What's the closest bone on bone tattoo that you have, or ink over bone?
Ink over bone. Well, both feet are covered.
Oh wow.
Somebody was commenting today that they were impressed that my Achilles tendons are done.
What?
Yeah.
I've never
Front and
seen
back
that.
of the knee. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they're talons. They're actually the Achilles tendons are actually tattooed as talons. The back of like the eagle's leg there, where it comes out there.
You see old Cheech?
Yeah, he's looking pretty good there, man.
I still got to put some whites and stuff in him.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's an appropriate cannabis show tattoo
That's what
right
I was
there, I
thinking.
would think.
That's why Roch is on. I'm going to do this one tomorrow.
Nice.
That's going to be tomorrow. Oh,
Yeah, that's gonna look good, man.
that's going on the other foot. I did Beetlejuice there a while ago.
Yes.
Nice.
Love Beetlejuice.
That's cool.
Oh, you ain't seen the shop lately, have you?
No. Give them a
Got a
little
few.
tour.
Got a few more. This was all made out of motorcycle parts.
That's sweet.
Johnny number 5.
That's what I was thinking. It's Johnny 5.
Right? It's got a fog machine. It's got a thunder and lightning right here. Sounds like lightning or thunder. Throws lightning on the floor. But this is it. Here's the old werewolf. He growls. Here, hold on. I'll plug him in. Say, hey, Wolfie.
I feel like that tincture is kicking in right now.
I took some earlier too.
And got some. Here's his mate over here.
Damn.
Where am I right now?
It's in my tattoo shop.
Where is that?
Yep, that's
Houghton Lake, Michigan.
Michigan?
Yeah.
yes, sir. That's where I get most of my ink done there. To the bottom.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I got a few more I got to put together here, but that's the far shot of the shop.
Oh, yeah.
You come up in through here and then got the bar. Here's the waiting room. So, and then go into here, and this is the staging area here. We got a little bar and shit here. Oh, Eagle helped me frame her out, build her. She's got a little canopy. And this is the work areas here. I built these sinks.
Sinks are pretty cool.
Yeah. And that's the work area here. It's a mess right now. I've been working for about 17 hours now. And then once you get your tattoo done, You can sign the old chalkboard wall. Got poked by the old dark horse. Oh, and right here, we got this is a 06 wheel bearing off in a Hummer. All right, so you come on over here, grab this here, and that's the gate. This old guitar. Here, Dave, come here for a minute. Here, I'm gonna pass the phone over. I'll show you what this is for. You can see it right there. Here. It's gonna mount right here. That's gonna be the gate.
That's sweet.
Oh,
yeah.
so, not too bad. This is the old shop phone right here. Probably one of the coolest tattoo shops you'll see.
Oh yeah.
Oh, little
Definitely a fun place to
IV
spend some
bottle.
time.
Oh, yeah, I got.
Oh, look at who, see the cup? He's even supporting the show there. Look at that, right?
Yeah, see?
There we go. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got my aunt right here watching it. Oh, she ain't gonna say hi, eh? Usually she make faces at you. Hold on, let's see.
What the fuck?
Oh, and then there I got Eagle sperm baby here. That's
glad
old
you get
Eagle's
all that.
baby. Look at him. Side to side there. He looks like Eagle. Gotta
Yeah.
get a
I see it.
we gotta get a we gotta get a
See
DNA,
a
see
little
if he's his daddy. All right, man. I should get off here and finish this some bitch so I can take Mama to dinner tomorrow or today.
Right on. Well,
All right,
have a
guys.
good day, brother.
Yep. Don't have too much fun.
Don't forget to slap that tattoo before he leaves.
Here, I'll do it right now.
Later, man.
Hey, you gotta set the ink, man. You gotta set the ink.
Oh my god.
All right, guys. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Later. Oh, that's fucking too funny.
Dude, that was brutal.
Oh, he does it too often. Too often I see him do that too.
Set the ink, man. I swear that's like a universal pride of every like tattoo artist. That gotta set the ink. Whack.
That sounds like a pretty good one too. You can actually hear the slap.
Yeah, I was looking down and I heard the slap and I looked up and I heard, oh, you fucker.
Too funny.
Man, I wasn't expecting that aunt picture. I was like, I mean, that other stuff was like, I mean, strange, but not like strange. But then he had a picture of his aunt and I was like, well, now we're getting a little bit more strange. And then I wasn't expecting the eyes to light up. I didn't know it was another prop. I was like, Jesus.
So tell us about that tincture, buddy.
What tincture? That is an ultra.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
You're in a blizzard now.
We're in the boardroom.
You look cold.
This is the boardroom, baby.
Oh man, I like this. This is cool.
So an ultrasonic extraction, psilocybin extraction.
Okay, I
Me
thought you
too.
were talking tincture
Right.
cannabis.
Nope, psilocybin. So half alcohol, half water, and then some vegetable glycerin for 4 hours in a ultrasonic cleaner.
That's
you know,
cool.
in like in basically in a bath, a little bit of heat to it, and then jar it up for 20 days and strain it, and boom.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a much more. I gotta go this way. Much more level. Much more level. It's not as peaks and valleys as sometimes psilocybin can be.
I just had to throw away some today. We're cleaning my wife's extra room, and because she got a new desk, and we're going through drawers, and we're like, oh, there's this bag from a year and a half ago that XYZ gave to us, and we kind of like looked at it, and it had little white mold on the back. We're like, oh, we gotta RIP that one. Yeah.
Should we do the?
It's just penicillin. It's good for your immune system along with it. So
That's a cool view.
it's like enhancing.
It's pretty wild, man. Look at everybody on the wall. That's
If there are more people, will there be more? Will it get smaller, or will it go into fours, or how's it separate?
It tells you how many people like each one is capable of, basically. So,
well, so you don't. This is weird. This is like more programming not to go to anybody's house to visit. You got it right on the screen.
why did it separate Cheddar Bob? Just like Cheddar Bob's timed out over there.
I'm the
That's
only
right.
circle. That's weird. That's cool.
I'm the. Have you guys seen that meme with the? Was it THC? And it's like, yeah, and he's pouring the champagne on him, and he's got the girl that he's hugging and kissing, he's holding the trophy up, and then it's like way down the podium from like entourage effect, overall, you know, terpene profile, you know, because everyone thinks THC is what makes cannabis, so it's funny. No, it wasn't funny.
It was funny. I saw it. What you talking about?
Strike two.
I was laughing on the inside. It is a funny one.
That's good.
Yes.
I guess you'd have to see the meme.
What's the movie where the guy drinks something, he turns blue? I'm looking at my picture going, oh shit, with that drink.
That was Eagle in his blue jumper the other night.
Out of the snowstorm.
I don't have any white
Onesie.
money. Look at that. In the kitchen. Martha Stewart on it. Hey, Martha.
Where else could we go?
There you go. There's that's a West Coast scene right there. That's a West Coast house. You can tell by the color scheme and the espresso machine.
That's funny. That's cool, man.
Oh, now you're not blue. I don't know what's going on. What is up with Eagle Garden? What the fuck?
I don't know.
What the fuck? No.
Give you different views too. That's weird. What the hell?
Are you trying to tell us something?
I have no idea.
I must confess, I unwittingly am in the same place that Cheddar Bob's in right now. But, yeah, I indulged in some of the tincture myself too.
Yeah, baby.
Now, see, you should be able to put that picture behind him.
So I was enjoying the backgrounds just as much. Some fun. Cheers. Sorry about the interruption there. Actually, it's a new feature. When I had problems with the internet the other night, I updated Zoom, and it came with new features, and I didn't realize that those features were available. up until just now, and I couldn't resist playing with them live on air. So.
They look good.
I like it because on a phone, it's the only way you can see everybody.
There is some
But
neat
it's
ones
kinda
in
like
there. You
sitting in
can
front of
actually add
jury
video.
of
You
your-
can, there's,
I'm a fan of the green beard. Like, how do I get to do that on my side? Or are you the only one with the cool stuff?
you might have to update your Zoom, but where I found it is you just click on view and it says speaker, gallery, and immersive view.
Okay.
And I just actually figured out a way how I can place you guys where you're at.
Oh,
Before it was automatic. Now I guess I can manually move you guys around.
So if we're banished to a single screen, we know why.
No.
You're out of here.
keep a little bit of separation between people.
Man, I've heard that so many times. You're out of here. Don't come back.
Play a lot of baseball.
Yeah, that too.
Pretty neat, though.
You probably played for the Yankees, didn't you?
Ooh.
Tommy Boy reference.
Only when I was 13 and 14.
I'm talking about movie references. I just now wait a second. I got to deal with this first. Damn it, Eagle! You were singing that thing when you first came on. They've been playing that commercial on YouTube over and over. I was humming it almost the same time where you were. The freaking Disney, whatever that damn the zippity doo dah, zippity doo. Briar Rabbit,
yeah.
right? It's Briar
You
Rabbit.
can take
Briar Rabbit.
sunshine. It's the iPhone commercial there. It's
Burn that damn thing.
they're pounding everybody with.
I forget what else I was going to say. Yeah.
Who was the who are we to expect this evening prior to the wormhole? Did you ever figure that out?
Unfortunately, I did. It's right before the show. I finally figured it out, and then I looked at the message, and it says 5/8, and he says I can't do 5/8. We'll do the following weekend. So even though it was still on the calendar, we were rescheduled for next weekend. So it was a dud either way, but I still fucked it up. So it was Dr. I want to make sure you get it right. So I fucked it up. Dr. Dr. Dentro. Dr. Dentro. There we go.
Sweet, yeah.
So where preservationist creator.
Met him at the Gene Traders. Yep.
Can I fly down or something?
I don't know, Chad, is it?
I don't know your sign language.
I'm just wondering if you're below me on your screen like it is on my screen.
I'm next to Eagle. I'm on top of the world right now.
Because on my screen, I'm on top of the world beside Eagle. It's Eagle and I.
Huh. There needs to be a pattern established in there because I also am next to the big man. So.
Eagle's playing Matrix tricks on us.
So does it just put? So I can't help but wonder: does it just put you next to the host on your screen, on everybody's screen, like it seems to be, like on Cheddar Bob's? It's me and Cheddar Bob.
You know what though? If you go to YouTube, my screen is the accurate screen. I see on my screen what I see on YouTube.
So
I do not see on YouTube what I see on my screen on my phone.
Oh. Now he's
See you, Smiley.
I can be like, this is doofus.
So can I move you guys around now? Are you guys moving on your screens?
I'm next to
Yes.
yeah. I'm in
Chad
Eagles
just-
position.
It's on my screen, but I don't think it's on the live though.
Okay.
Chad and Smiley are above myself and Eagle.
There's actually I can check it to where it says follow the hostess order. Then it says release video order. There's a lot of new fun stuff in Zoom.
Right? Rez is trying to keep us on track, showing us nice plants over there.
Yeah, he's like, this is a lost cause.
Right?
going
I'm
on?
just gonna show these pretty plants and hopefully
Yeah.
I didn't realize everybody was dosing a little bit when I got out.
Yeah. Pretty nice. Like,
Tell us what we're looking. Go ahead. I'm
Oh, you
sorry,
first.
I didn't cut you off. I was going to ask him to tell us what we're looking at. That's what I was
Okay,
gonna
this
say.
is the Salmon River, back to the Salmon River. Number one. Number two came out to be a male, the one that came up. And I'm thinking it could have some herm traits, so I'm not sure yet. This one's fine. There was two different females and one male that looked the same. This was the back with a, in the seed pack, IVL, whatever you want to call it. Back growth, not really a back growth. So, but this thing took off. That's a heavy OG, man. It just took off like crazy. And the thing about it is, about 1 week before I put it in a 7-gallon plastic. 1 week before I flipped it, I took it out of the pot. It was only, what was it in? It was in a 3, and it just didn't look like it had any support. And it was like, what, this thing is just gonna fall all over the place. I popped it out and it had one of those pockets, that you get from the watering wrong, but it was water not going in, the hydro, what do you guys call it?
Phobic?
Yeah, whatever it is, when you get that dry spot in there and the water goes around it, you got an empty spot. I took it
Hydrophobic.
out. Yeah, well, the whole, think of a big, big cereal bowl. You're gonna have about the size of my hand. That's all there was of the root system, like this, by this deep left that plant right there when I put it back in there. And I just watered it right there and let it go for a week and then flipped it. So it'll float around. So, but it didn't get the root base the way I would like to have it. This light, I got a lot of light in here, man. So it's not one light. This here is another pheno of the blue Magoo cookies. This is the shorter one. There we go. So it's a weird. I broke a branch off the back side of it when I was, pulling leaves off on the trim and veg, and I was like, you know what? I think I'll just bend that thing over backwards. So basically, I just took this and I stripped everything off the back half. This is a pheno number. I only got 70 of these seeds. This was the clone that got seeded. Oh man, there's so many in here. There's so many. Because these were all the same plant, right? They were all the same moose and lobster, but they were all phenos were different. So of those, the ones you were seeing hanging behind me, the ones with all the leaves on it, is this one over here. This is one I named after my buddy who farms about 1,000-acre dairy farm in Maryland. And his oldest son of 6 boys, I named it after him because he's just a beast of an operator in the field. It's just kind of throw out there to somebody I respect. A kid that's they work however many hours it takes to get whatever done. And and this was the one I really was interested in the very beginning, and I still am. But that's only one out of how many Finos I might be getting. I like it. It's got that chocolate in it. It's got some of the coffee and some of the melon flavor right now. But this one over here is the number 3, and it's as frosty as, and if not frostier than the actual ones of his I'm growing that are really nice. This number 3 right here. But I think that's gonna go. I don't know. It might go 55. I'm hoping it goes 60, but I was hoping to get a little more sativa. Now this was the shortest plant. It's not top. These are all this one. These I had to top. I had to take almost 3 foot off the top of all these. About 2 foot off the top of all these. This one back here didn't get topped. This one here didn't get topped right here. But this is a number 1, like let's see, that's number 1 plant, the pheno. This is a number 1 here, and these are all just different. This one has no light over it. This one has no light over the top, or it would be. It doesn't have one on either side this way either, or it would be as big as that one back there. So, but I haven't got to smell that one. I don't spend too much time back under there. This one here, yes, well, I'm really impressed by this one here. Yeah, and this one here is frosting up the same but different. It's been hidden underneath everything. This is number 8. Just rubbing that whole thing. There we go. So all kinds of flavors, man. This one here is really nice too. They're all nice. You know, the first thing I looked for was structure. I killed, I don't know, 3, 4 nice females. They were really nice. And so I had to make space. And I was like, I got 2 of these, a number 5, and I got 2 of this one, and I can't keep them both. Okay, you're going, and you're going. Maybe the other number 5 would see. I'm having a little problem with this one. It kicked in real quick. You see how dark see the color of the leaves? The change. Can you see the difference? Oh, see it. It's that light. Anyway, it's like that lighter green, you know, that you typically would see in a more of a sativa side than you would darker, like those dark there's in that blue that's coming out in these leaves here. That I didn't see in any of the moose and lobster, but that shows up in the from the blue heron. That is male.
A question for you, Rez. Chat is loving it, saying everything is looking good in there. One of the people at Gorski, he's saying mad love. What nutrients are you running? What are you doing in there to keep those things great?
Water.
Yeah. So it was like recommended soil or organic soil.
It's M3. It's M3 Michigan mix.
Okay.
Eagle used to grow in it. And I've only top dressed it one time. And that was at later than most people would. I did it at almost 5 weeks. I didn't really need it, but I just did it because I think that one back there was going to need something. I didn't add the langbonite or whatever I bought, but I didn't add none of that. Oh, I threw worm castings on them one time. A handful of worm castings on top. I watered the top just to keep it moist on the top. And then all I do is see these. This is the first time I've ever sat right on the floor. Everybody talks about how bad it is. And I'm like, well, I ain't had no problem. These take about almost a half gallon. These are 5 gallons here in these felts. I'm using felts now because it is summertime and I'm in the desert and I want the extra humidity. In the wintertime, I will use plastic. These were veg for a long time, longer than need to do this.
Are you just running straight water? Did you just say that, or
Yep,
are you
yes.
adding stuff?
No, just RO water.
RO water.
Yeah, it's got to be RO water. I mean, just water up here, and if I was in the ground outside, I'd be working on building the soil so it was living out there. And I mean, this is living here. The only thing these would have had extra added to it, and that's what maybe would have hurt that one back there because it was charged too much. That was the BioLive. I don't have a problem with the BioLive. It works good. I just put too much. I think it was too much in that mix, and it got really wet when I first transplanted it. Any other questions coming in? Yeah, it's the M3, so it's basically any mix, that all these guys talk about putting together with all the stuff in it. It just happens to be one that these guys made it work. And if you're a new grower and you're questioning it, I could not go against it. I mean, I grew a plant the last time, 2.5 foot wide by 2.5 foot wide, and I can give you pictures of it. Produced 2 pounds of bud.
Wow.
So, but
That's
listen, but see, this is the key. Here's one of the other things you got to remember. I'm running cobs on a whole ceiling, except for in the center where I have to put the other ones up. I got 2 more I can put in there. 1 more, 2. But I can buy some more. I mean, those lights right there are just insane. Cobs are insane. They got UV coming off of them. You're producing ozone, which people, was like, you don't want ozone. Well, it comes off of UV in all kinds of ways, and it's being produced by the cobs. So I'm getting all that. But another key is I got 2 AC fans. I got 2 fans in here. I got a 6-inch here, 6-inch there. I watch my temps and humidity. Even with the door open right now, it's 82, 62. It might be 82 in my house. But I've been growing since, longer than a lot of most people listen. Some way or another. I mean, if from being a kid, whether it was rhubarb, whether it was corn, whether it was, weed, I was thinking about it today. I was like, everybody talks about got this and that. And I said it before. I was like, I got popped the first time when I was 10 and a half, 7 years old. First time I ever got in trouble was for seeds in school. Whole bag of seeds. I feel justified now, I told my dad that. I was like, I feel justified, Dad. I made all these seeds. I feel much better about, all those seeds you guys destroyed.
Stoney Rockafeller was asking what kind of smells you're pulling in there from the different plants, the different strains.
Oh man, it's you got heavy garlic off of that back there. You got chocolate, coffee, heavy coffee. I mean, the coffee is insane. I mean, there's another smell I really can't identify. It's fruity, but I don't know what it is. There's milk, but the milk you got to get into the actual. There was one of the buds. I cut off one of them back there. I think it's what the hell did it come off? I took a picture of it this morning. But it tastes the smell. If you taste the resin, smell the resin on your fingers. It's chocolate, coffee, ice cream, creamy. It actually smells like that you get from real cream on the back of your palate of your tongue. That's what it made me feel like. Wow, this one here is starting to stack up. Wow, this one's starting to. I didn't notice that until right now. These will be the more sativa side. Man, why ain't you gonna? Oh, there you go. Starting to get thick up in here. Yeah. I was hoping I'd get a split, with the set some of being the 50 of 49 to 58 to 53. And it's going with the 70s to 75, 72 to 75s in his moose and lobster. That's the key. I mean, if you want to breed something good, everybody knows that you take one male and you throw it on a lot. And I would say throw it on as many phenos from one plant, right? Like I just did right here. And then you grow them and step back and go, all right, which one do I really like? Because I already know in the next drop, I planted 21 of these seeds just because I was a 21, so there's probably 5,000, 6,000, maybe 8,000 seeds of that. It's just ridiculous, you know. Just to see how they come up. I might not even grow them, but this one right here is the frostiest, and this one right here is the frostiest. And I like this. I like the weight off this thing. It's weight, and that's just putting on. It's like insane, man. It's just like, I'm like, holy crap! That's if I could keep it all standing up, and I'll grow it straight up the next time, or I'll do that full down branching and let them all come up. That'll be no problem to get 2 pounds off a plant that wide right there. So you gotta remember, this is a 7.5 by 6.5 room this way. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, well, here's actually another one right here. These are actually 2 plants. This is a Salmon River bubble leaner that I've had for a year and just had it, you know, everybody saw that one big plant back there. I didn't even grow that big plant out. It got chopped down, but I took a lot of clones off it. I still got a bunch of them. And it started to frost up nice. And it stretches like a bubba. I guess does Bubba have that long stretch like that right there?
Yeah, I don't know, man. They're looking nice though, Rez. I am gonna take the opportunity to jump out though. I gotta get up a little early tomorrow for Mama's Day. So happy Mother's Day to any moms where that is appropriate out in chat. And cool hanging with the Eagle, Chad, Cheddar Bob, Rez. It's awesome, man.
Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Have a nice night, nice morning, Smiley.
Yeah, good luck golfing tomorrow, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Peace, man.
Peace, man.
So yeah, a little tour. See this one here. This stretches a lot too, man. And that's he says 4 come out, 4 different phenos, but that's that platinum cookies that makes that thing stretch. So I am like really excited to taste this thing. I did not keep a cut. I'm not throwing some clone anymore. I got too many seeds to be.
Everything looks beautiful.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. This is my 3rd grow indoor.
I know with those cob lights, people usually put them too close, but they seem, you have them at a great height. Everything seems like just lush, beautiful.
Look at this. I had to rotate this thing, man. You ever rotate try to rotate one of these big standing up? You know, it's like, okay, man, which way you gonna fall? Are you going this way? Because I'm not netting anything. This thing was within like 12 inches of getting burned. And I was like, wow, it just grew into it, man. Just grew it into it. But it's like it's starting to fade a little bit. I didn't take these top leaves off yet.
Don't.
No, I thinned
right
some
there.
out. I took some of them out and thinned some out because I was just like, I don't feel like I'm getting enough air. Now listen, I have one back here that pushes straight down the side and I got a gap. I got one over here, and then this sets here hitting the door coming towards me and blowing up the door this way. And then I have one here that goes this way and that way in the back of the room down there, because this is a camper. The back of the room is tilted in the front. So it hits that and comes up the wall like this. And you can see it hitting the leaves back there. But I pushed them up against the wall and made it a little tighter so I'm not getting the airflow. One of the keys is, man, from listening from when I first set up and then listening to everybody was damn airflow. So I put a vent in down here. I put a regular vent coming in that I can change the filters on from this other side. this wall's not finished. There's another one going over here, down there, and this wall, and I get this panel up, and yeah, man, I've had those two tied together, so it's sucking right in like this, and you know, just shooting and sucking up like this. The only other thing I would wish I had is just one going, like one up there. Maybe I'd have going both ways, but I think I'm getting enough from the bottoms. But airflow, man, anybody out there, man, you know, keep your airflow. The more fans, the freaking better, and keep them clean. You know, yeah, you know, these are clean. They're gonna need change. They're gonna need clean. They build up shit on there fast, man. Especially if you're a smoker. You know, if you're smoking anything in your house, you're gonna get some of it in your room. You know, unless you're. I'd like to go back to filtering my air going in too. I was filtering my air going in. Yeah, I can definitely see some of these strains where they just have to have scrog nets. I mean, that thing needs a scrog, man. If that thing would have had a scrog net, holy crap. Yeah, I cut off 8 branches of that were it's 3 of them. You know, they're as big as this. Today, I just cut them off this morning off the outside because they were just falling out. And I'm like, oh, I ain't putting up with that. I ain't going through it. I'm not having strings everywhere. It got out of hand. I'll take it early. I'll take it early. I got so much in here, you know. But anyway, you know, I've gotten a lot of advice this whole time from watching people on here, you know, saying what works, what didn't work, trying shit and going, oh shit, that didn't work. I did that wrong. Oh man, I messed up, you know. But I feel bad for the people who don't take advantage of or don't have the ability to grow a plant count. You know, if you're trying to follow the law and do it, it's difficult if they say they tell you only have 4 plants. You just don't get to see it. You just don't get to see everything. Sorry.
Yeah, you good, Rez? Eagle's just shouting out to the shout at the devil down there. He looks up. You're on mute, Stoney.
I couldn't find my sombrero.
Oh,
What's happening?
Are your glasses, Stoney?
Oh shit, glasses too. Hold on.
Oh,
It's the best I could do, man.
popping t-shirts.
My sunglasses are in the other room by my lights. So what's happening, Mr. Rez? That garden is awesome.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Man, I would love to be sitting in the middle of that thing. It looks like it smells amazing too.
Well, here I go in there and sit underneath, but you can go under and lay underneath. You know, it's pretty cool. You know, it's like I really thought it was going to be a big pain in the ass, but I've said it earlier on a show today or yesterday. I'm making the chat. I said I got to crawl underneath, and this is the best watering I've done yet because my back's bad, my hip goes out. I have to watch myself when I crawl underneath. I have to literally grab a hold of the side of the pot, put an elbow on the ground, and use the elbow as leverage to pick up like this. So I'm getting a real good close weight if I want to get a close weight. And if they've been taking water and they're not showing bad signs, I just go in there and put some water on the top every time because I fertilize them just so that's getting a good flushing in, more rinse down, and I fill up those bottom trays. And I was getting ready to say when I was down there, those 5-gallon felt pots or even a 7, they hold a lot more than 5 gallons. 3-gallon felt pots hold a lot more than 3 gallons. I mean, I'm sorry, my 3-gallon felt pots hold 5 gallons of soil. And it takes a half gallon around that ring, and I have on the bottom of those, I have half of the width, maybe a little more than half the width of that tray. I have not the I don't have the perfectly round geostones. I have the ones that float. the sort of cement ones. They float. What's that? Glowing glove. And so it's kind of like a sip, but it also it's an added benefit for me that if it's not really sitting, soil's not really sitting fully on the water at the bottom, you know, if there is water. It's got a gap, I've left enough, and then I just tapped them like this when I first set the soil. So a little bit of soil would work down into the stones to work as the sip, and it wouldn't be fully sitting down. And then all I got to do is go in there every day, at least fill the bottom tray. If it gets a half gallon of water or 5 gallons, keep on top of that. They're not taking more than that right now. If I hit that, let it go down, hit it again, let it go up, I can let it go 2 days. It's that simple. I mean, it's yeah.
That's awesome. I got a bad back too, so I totally get that whole part. Actually, I'm aching right now because I was down there defoliating and getting down low.
Mm-hmm. I have a open door to. I see my chiropractor quite often, and it's not to just get an adjustment. It's not just to get the typical update. It's dude, I need your help so I can walk.
Oh yeah, man, I remember last time I got laid up was 3.5 months. I was in the bed, couldn't move.
Really, that bad?
Yeah, it's work, man. That's pounding my body every year, day in, day out. But
yeah,
I ain't complaining.
Those suck, man. I went down. I couldn't get off. What was that, guys? February, I think I had. That's why this got overgrown. I just said I couldn't do it. I just had no help, and I was just like, screw it. They're not too big now. I'll weed them out later. I laid on this floor for 3 days, but couldn't get up. You know, couldn't get up at all. I mean,
It's horrible.
Oh man, and not just down in misery, pain all the time. You're like, oh come on, Lord, I could just die right now if you're done, right? Please, I'm okay. I don't like this pain. You know?
Yeah, going to the bathroom's pretty interesting too.
Oh
Man.
Oh, you're like, I'm glad I can still do this with my hands. You know, if I couldn't pick myself up with my hands, it would be because you got to hold yourself with your hands.
Yeah, well, I couldn't even reach around behind. So it's like you go and it's like get right into the tub, man, and there ain't no.
So everybody out there in chat, if you're still have a decent back and you haven't heard it yet, bend your damn knees. Bend your damn knees.
Go do some sit-ups too. That helps. Actually, I do that a lot now. I actually have a 6-pack at 53 and didn't have one at 27 when I should have had one at 27, right? But it's only because of my back. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't be doing those sit-ups and shit, you know.
I was listening and I got to hear some of that. I've been falling asleep earlier, but yeah, I saw we were same age. I'm 53.
Okay, yeah. So we're both right there, man. We're right where the parts start falling off.
The weed helps, you know. People, I think even people around me, my neighbors, I don't care. They know I smoke, and my landlord, my people where I rent, everybody knows. I've let them know, you know. They just think I think they see money or sometimes, you know, and then you're like, you know what? If I didn't have this, when I was spending $800, when I got out here and I started losing weight, I was spending I could only afford to spend about $600 to $800 a month. That's a lot of money, but that would take me down to where I had no extra money. I was spending $600 to $800 a month on weed in California, and that's when I could get weed, and then they would get good stuff. It would be overabundance, and then they'd have $100 ounces of killer stuff on the nonstop. But you know, it was all kept. You know, it was all a lot of it burned black. Every once in a while it did, but you know, it was good weed, but it was not flushed well, or whatever they do to get the salt out of that at the end, or they don't. Maybe it was the dry. I don't know. But anyway, I was spending that much until I started growing, and I wanted to make a big batch of FSO or RSO. I never did make the big batch, but just the increase of the weed and the stress of not wondering how I'm going to do everything else along with, I mean, not the stress. Yeah, thinking about it, the overthinking, should I say. And just like, I'm just losing weight. I'll be dead here saying I'm just gonna keep losing weight. I'll be losing weight. I can't smoke enough weed now to get hungry, and I don't do doctors anymore. So I'm okay with it. I'm okay with the Lord, so I'm okay at any time. And I finally just I had to ask for somebody to help me out. I said, hey, I need lights, I need this, I need that, I need this, I need that. This is how much it costs. And they said, okay. Yeah, they did. They gave me the money just to offer all my grow equipment for everything I needed. And well, I've added some stuff that was not in my budget from since then, and I put a lot of money every month into buying stuff and adding pods. So I got a lot of stuff that I don't even really use that I would like to use in a bigger scale sometime. But I bought a pallet of soil at one time. I bought a whole pallet to bring the cost down. I could have sold the pallet or sold multiple pallets out here if I wanted to and made that money back. And every time I tried to do that, my body would break down. But I don't know where I got on that trail saying that, but I just needed it. So once I had that, my weight leveled off. I didn't start dropping anymore. So I did for a little bit when I would go down for my back. But I stay with right around 160 couple now. I'm 6'3". And I was 210 when I got out here. I normally run 210. Well, I've lost all my muscle. I've lost all my everything. I was a roofing contractor in that truck. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, I'm. You talk about you're beat up, man. I say these things to tell people, don't beat yourself up. I don't say
No.
it. I'm not whining. You don't. You're not. I'm not whining about any of it. Trust me.
No.
Take care of yourself, people out there. Take care of your teeth. Flossing is more important than brushing. I just had a molar. I'm 53 and a molar in the back taken out. That was like I had a tooth taken out 10 years ago, and I was back in the game. I fucking holy shit. That tooth was like they took it out of me, man. It just took the fucking for a week, man. I was just like I wasn't even getting on anything. I get on here and see something, I'm like, I'm back to bed. Hard to smoke. What can I get in my body so I can just go back to sleep? Where's the Jack Daniels? Let me get that down the side. I'm like, I'll pass out, because as you start to get older, it takes a little longer to recover. And in the normal cycle of things, the way everybody's going now, what do? Take a pill and they cover up the pain.
Yeah.
Well, you can do that, or you can just forget some of it because you're happier off the weed. That's the way I look at it. It's always made me happier. So I don't think about whatever else is going on that might be cumbersome. Yeah, it would be a good word at that point. It just makes me happy about whatever. It makes me easier to go, all right, whatever. Instead of going, fuck you. It makes me easier. I'm not going to say it out loud, but instead of thinking that, I'm like,
right.
I feel good, man. If I'm happy, I'm high. I hate whiskey.
Oh, Mr. Westport, man, what was up with that? I was like trying to concentrate on res, and you were wearing that. What the hell was that?
What?
I don't know that thing you had on. That was crazy. It was spooky, man.
What was that?
Just a little.
I didn't see it.
Didn't he have? Oh, yeah.
That
I've got YouTube on my computer, so I could see that. And then Cheddar Bob's over here. Is this hat day? I mean, really? Do I have to bust out some hats, man? All right, I'll be back.
Oh, it's hat day? We're wearing hats today, huh? Who else has a hat on?
I got a hat on.
I'll give you a chili goat farmer hat.
A chili goat farmer. I wonder if the goats farm the chilies or if the chilies farm the goats.
I used to own goatfarmer.com.
Really?
Yeah, I used to be a meat goat breeder. You can find my stuff online still.
There we go. All
I
right.
got that when I went to 18 of us went to Chile to build a school.
Awesome.
Yeah. Rancagua, south of Santiago. 1 million stray dogs on the street.
Dang, we're up.
Oh, dogs are running by. They all got cataracts. Look at that. What is that? A fire.
How's that, guys?
That's
That work?
good. That's
Got my
good.
glasses.
My hat's got a trick though.
You kind of got the same trick going on. Hey. This is fun, man. It's like being a kid again, you know? It's what the shit's about. Look at Even Eagle's got shit going. Everybody does. This is awesome. Well, Raz, I don't know, man. We gotta get you hooked up.
Here, I'll check this one out. This is a regular baseball cap.
That's all right.
This is my favorite one. Can you read it?
I don't think my glasses.
Oh, damn it.
Do the rally cap.
Jack's Beans. I picked up a load of beans at this place in Colorado back in like 2011, 2000. Yeah.
Oh, cool. How were the beans?
I'm not a big hat person.
How about a little hat person?
I wear a hat all the time.
Jack's Beans.
You had to wear a hat in the tractor trailer, you know. I mean, always moving it around to just keep the sun out of your eyes. Get that one spot. If you're a smoker, you know, and you want the window cracked, sucking the smoke out that window. You all want it going out, not collecting it. You get that one spot where it comes in your eyes, so you can sit in your hat while you're smoking. Finish the cigarette, roll the window up, turn the hat back around.
There you go.
Chad, what blind person did you beat up and steal those glasses from?
These were actually for the working in bright rooms with HPSs all day, watering and stuff. These are my garden glasses. They go over my normal glasses.
You have blind people working your grow room?
Hey man, Ray Charles.
And you beat one of them up and stole his glasses? What is up with that?
Oh no, man. I gave him a pair that you get at the movie theater for free. I said, dude, these are Ray-Bans, bro.
Oh man.
I don't get too hyped about glasses anymore. The day I took off running in Puerto Rico in Vieques, I was running towards the beach. Somebody was yelling at me to stop, and I just wasn't paying attention. And I had a $425 pair of prescription.
Oh, no.
And they were blue like the ocean. And I dove in. They were like, "God!" I come up there like, "You had your glasses on." I can't see. I was like, right in front of me, just gone. I mean, only the water, only this deep, and they were gone.
Oh
yeah, I don't do sunglasses. Like I'll ruin that shit. I'll lose that shit so quickly. Same reason like with wristwatches, man. I break stuff, I bang stuff, I'll lose stuff. Like I just know better at this point. Same reason I don't get white shoes, man. White shoes are fresh, but fuck, they last me like 3 days.
I only get white shoes when I know I really want gray ones. I at least got white ones for a little while, and then they turn gray. You know how it goes. Yeah, dude, the wristwatch, I'm down, same thing. But you know what I find? It's like those Fossil, those like $100 ones that look like they're kind of fancy, but they're just $100. Those things last, man. I used to wear those things at work, so I beat the shit out of them. You know.
Oh yeah,
it's nice though. I mean, they last a while, and then I go get the Walmart sunglasses every summer, man. Matter of fact, I'm due.
I only buy the gas station ones for like $4.99 now because I lost one pair of expensive glasses overboard, and I was like, nope, never again.
Yeah.
Never ever again.
That's pretty liquor there, Res.
That's a lower.
Oh wow.
Those cobs, man. Those cobs get penetration, man. I'm telling you, those cobs penetrate.
Do they
what
get
kind of cobs are they?
The cobs. Yeah, the cobs, they just penetrate, man. And I think they need clean, but I'm not gonna clean them. Ain't no way I'm cleaning them until I move a plant out from underneath them. I go clean them, like burn it.
Do they get hot compared
at 36 inches? Oh yeah, 36 inches. it's like at 4 of them. When you got 4, it's 800 micromoles, right? At 36 inches. You can only get up to like 18. Only supposed to be able to get within 18. But if they come from the ground up and grow into it, so when they're short, I put the reflectors on them, right? But as soon as if they were up within 48 inches, I take the reflectors off. If you only got one of those things hanging down, it ain't no big deal. But when you got them every 18 inches, you got them 9 inches off the wall, and then every 18 inches, your whole room's covered. You got the same reading everywhere. So when you got 4, if you take 4 of those and read them in a 3x3, it's 800 micromoles, 840 or something like that, 804, I think, at 36 inches. Maybe that's 24 inches. No, I think that's at 34, 20. It doesn't matter. But when you add that whole room in there, I mean, it's getting stuff the whole way across that room. You know, there's stuff on that light from one side you can read on the other side. Once you take the reflector off, you know, you can stand on the other side of the room and see that light coming into your eye. You know, so even at 6'3", I can. So if I wish I had a 10-foot ceiling. You know, if I had a 10-foot ceiling, I'd just put them on a rack and I'd move the whole rack. You know, and even the guy who makes them was like, well, that's not what they're intended for. They're intended so you can move them up and down and do this, that. I was like, yeah, I did that the first time. Yeah. But then I heard Spartan talking, and he was like, commercial guys they just pin everything up and they don't move it because they got everything covered with enough lights. And I was like, yeah, well, shit, in the very beginning, from the very beginning, I went, well, hell, I just need to cover the whole ceiling. You know?
It's spread and intensity. That was one of the things that first blew my mind when I walked into a commercial facility. I was like, dude, those lights are like 5 feet away from your canopy. Like, what the dude, they got results, so they obviously knew what they were doing. But yeah, they have enough light and enough diffusion and enough overlapping in there that you just run it that high. I wish I had a taller ceiling too, because I got to play that game of like dimming it down, trying to train, trying to get every spare inch I can from things.
Yeah. Well, whoever was asking about flavors, now when you smell this,
Stoney Rockafeller right there. He was asking about the smell.
It's right here. It smells like honeysuckle.
Ooh.
Honeysuckle.
So, hey, I got something that's pretty interesting I just found too.
Yeah.
That's why I was asking about the smells, because this is my first encounter with this scent. I have a Tahoe Runs that I got a couple seeds from a friend from the Bay Area Seed Company. And I just started to do some defoliation on her, and she is putting off a shit smell. Like not like a fresh pile of shit, but like, you know, those reclamation plants you go by that are kind of cleansing, you know, they're reclaiming the water and cleaning the shit out of it. It's kind of got that shit, but not overbearing, but kind of musty. It's weird, man. I was like, what the hell is that smell? I thought maybe the store was backing up at first. So yeah, this is going to be interesting, I think.
It'll be interesting. There's some strains. There was an old strain. I've only heard Elka talk about it, but it was called Dog Shit. It was from the 90s. And like, I thought it was a joke back then because it's dog shit. But seriously, like, if you smoked that bowl, left the room, came back, you would swear that a dog shit in the room. It was more about the smell of the smoke after the fact than it was the actual weed itself.
Yeah. And it's not just that smell either. I guess it's like a sweet smell mixed in with it. And it's not like an overbearing, but it like at the very end of the scent is, so it starts out kind of sweet and then it just ends with like this shit smell. I'm like, okay, that's weird.
But for me, and this is what I told P when I was first growing it, Professor P at Dynasty. I told him when I was smelling it, And I don't know which one I was smelling at that point. It was somewhere in early flower on one of those plants back in last summer. Just fucking reminds me of 1987, man. It smells like the plant I was growing in 1987.
Wow.
What the hell did I just see?
What's that?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Ah!
What was it?
was
What are we
that?
looking at? What did I miss?
Ew. Wow.
What is that?
Oh,
Oh no, live and let die, man.
I felt much safer with this on. Felt much safer.
It's your protection. It's your protection. Right?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a
It's
good
still
one. I like
insane
this
to do
one
it
though.
to.
It's a pretty good one.
What's it like in your bathroom? I even got him in the shower, man.
Holy shit. It's like a jungle.
I took so many clones and now I feel guilty and I can't kill him. You know? That's a little bit insane, right? I don't know. They're so easy to keep alive, man. You know, it's just I've had ones going since January. In beginning of very first February, they went pots. They're still in 16 ounces. Clone grow. 16-ounce pots. I'm working on my bonsai skills. Hey, Twin Peaks. Well, I like that design right there.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Is that a wolf?
What the hell's going on?
It can be a lot.
What was up with the logo change?
The old logo was a blatant like ripoff. Like there's no way that I could get around it if I ever wanted to do something. And it's almost one of those things to where it would suck to get heavily like recognized as one symbol and then have to change it when you could just change it now and then be kind of like known for that.
Right.
So that's kind of what I was thinking there. I was like, I wanted to do a website and I wanted to maybe make a t-shirt or some new stickers or something. And I figured that was the best way to go. I just need to change it up now. Especially because Skittles just got sued. So people are, you know, they're not going to come after you until you're big enough, or until you're making enough money.
Have money to lose.
Yeah, and that's totally not me. But again, it's like, you know, that was one of my fears. It's like I had that red logo that was, you know, it's easy for me to find in chat. Like I scroll up now looking for something I said, and I'm like, where the fuck is? Oh yeah, I have a black avatar now. So it's a little bit different, and people kind of picked up on that. But yeah, you gotta do it. So I had an old buddy design that for me.
Cool.
Yeah, thank you. That's probably a longer answer than you wanted or expected.
It
It was
kind
perfect.
kind of felt like I was asking my wife where she wanted to go to dinner.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I don't know,
that
wherever
one,
you
man.
want to go, honey. That's right, right? Whatever, it doesn't
No
matter.
offense to the
Where you
ladies.
gotta go. No, I don't want to go there.
Right. I'll go anywhere you want. Yeah. Yeah. That never works, does it? Uh-oh, I see the shirt on the chair. Oh, he's got the little head. He's a shark.
Oh my god, yeah. That's the Beetlejuice head. Look at him.
This is almost like a Halloween episode, man.
Beetlejuice.
What the hell does chat think about this shit? They got to be laughing at us.
Hopefully,
I
maybe
would.
Take their own mushrooms. Just play it.
And it's 1 minute warning till 4:20.
Oh yeah, I burp.
What?
Dude, where's my lighter?
Oh, wow. This 2 hours has gone really quick.
We got this one. Don't fit no more.
So have you recruited anyone for that rock and roll dab song yet?
Yeah, I'll do it for him. I actually just need to. Do you need me just to make one up for you, or do you want me to try and recreate that one that you have?
Instrumental.
Sure.
Oh, you just want an instrumental? I don't recall the dab song, honestly.
Well, you're going to hear it in
no
just
rules.
a second.
All right.
You're about to hear one of them.
Oh, there's more than one?
There's a couple. There's the main. Well, there's several versions of the same song.
Well, it says 420 here.
Now, if Rez
420,
if Rez comes out all clean shaven and head shaved, we'll really have
did
costume
Rez steal
change.
my hair? Holy cow! How'd Rez
Oh,
get my
right.
hat?
That's nice hat.
Passed it through the internet, man.
That's right.
Chad,
Like those
what?
brownies.
Quick.
Happy 420.
And before.
Oh, yeah, we could do that song.
Oh, dude, I'd
What you gotta
smoke
do?
this thing is gonna like
Rock
go
and
up.
roll.
Rock and roll though.
Yeah.
What was it? What was it? What was the saying? It was party hardy, rock and roll, drink the 40, smoke a bowl, something.
Good.
I don't remember
Either way,
that.
good saying.
Yeah.
Get party hardy, rock and roll, drink a keg and smoke a bowl.
Nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
Those stems, those things that you don't need, to go to.
Cheers, everybody. I don't know why I'm
Cheers.
drinking juice and not smoking a damn bowl. That makes no sense. I got time though. I got time. I got a pipe and a lighter. It says Happy Halloween.
That's what I'm thinking. It's Halloween today. Man, Chad's got them all, though, man. This guy's just whipping one out after another. I'm digging
I might be a little kid still. I just may be.
Chad,
This
you're
has
the
got to
man of many
be
hats.
the tone for the 420 episode 420. This has got to be the tone of that episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have got to have this kind of fun that night. Just fucking flat out. Just fucking all out fun. Stoner fun all night long.
Oh yeah, Chicha V was talking about that in chat the other day. She was figuring out how long it would be till 420. Like, oh,
Where's
wow.
she at? Doesn't she have a crazy hat?
She probably has a hat and she could put a flower in it and it would be fancy. I can see it. It would happen.
Cheers, everybody. You can play the water bong to this song. Did you know that?
Do the slide action. Burp, burp.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man. I went hard on the tincture tonight. I went hard on the tincture.
The micro turned into macro.
I knew I did too. I knew I did too. The dropper was extra full. I was like, Let's see where this goes.
I've been doing like a couple drops at a time. Drip drop, drip drop.
Oh no, it was at least half one of these, to be honest with you. It was about that. If you can see that. It was about that.
And so probably half of that is a good
Which is more than a few drops. Cascadian girl.
Well, you know what else I noticed? A smell a while back that I couldn't pinpoint before. It's almost like anise, not really licorice, but more on the anise side of it. You know, yeah, a little brighter. Anise is a little brighter than licorice.
What's up, Cascadian? Glad you brought a hat.
There we go. Hair wrap. That works. He just needs the glasses. What's up, Cascadian?
All kinds of hats.
How you doing, guys?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Cheers, man.
Very good, actually.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, I figured I'd come hang out with the cool kids for a little while.
Where are they at?
Yeah,
I'm still looking. I was hoping they were behind that door behind you, but
Yeah, right.
they're not behind this one. So I'm looking.
They're at the rooftop pool.
Having a kid's heart. That's a.
we're keeping the furnaces warm down here.
Furnace is warm.
What just happened to Chad? Did I say some Rumpelstiltskin word? Did he just go back to the fairyland? Is that what's up?
Something about a furnace being warm transported him to a different dimension, I guess.
Yeah, I guess that was the Rumpelstiltskin. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Speaking of warm furnaces.
Oh, there we go. The real Chad Westport.
So
I have to say, the ability to tuck all that hair that quickly is impressive all in itself.
You know what?
That's a weave.
I owe it to watching Katy Perry and Taylor Swift concerts. Those girls can change outfits in like 2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
So you watched them change outfits. You didn't watch the concert. I see.
And it's not hard to change outfits when you're not wearing much to begin with.
Well, you got it all figured out, don't you?
Well, no, they have it all figured out because obviously I wear too many clothes and it takes me too long to change.
Nobody wants to see you undressed anyways.
Well, thanks, Chad. You hurt my one feeling. My body image.
The one feeling has left the room.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy.
Nope. Damn, that was too quick. That was way too quick. So what you are now, you are now wearing the skin suit.
I didn't even notice your camera turned off, and then you said, "Hey, buddy," and it was just you. I was like, "What? That was magic."
This night has got more magic than fucking McDonald's, dude. If you can believe in it. I got nothing.
What the hell did I walk into? You guys are great.
Neverland.
Liz, I haven't seen you in like an age and a half, man. How you doing?
It's on mute. That's how he's doing.
Yeah, it has been a while, man. It's good to see you.
Oh,
Man.
the professor.
Oh, here we go. Oh, the professor's up front now. or the drill sergeant? Which one is it?
So this is where you expose that Chad and I aren't updated. Is that how this works?
How come this doesn't show up on YouTube like this?
We're in a classroom. Hold on.
I was kind of wondering what that was, Cascadian Grown. I'm glad you pointed it out. I felt left out earlier. I'm like, well, why doesn't he do my box?
It's the virtual background when they're all on a auditorium thing. But if you're not updated,
Yeah.
It's like a
probably
college
show on YouTube.
school class.
It's just like
It's weird because it's like I'm the teacher, because I've stood in front of crowds before, and if I'm the teacher and I'm looking at myself in the crowd, I like it. Because guess what? I won't look at anybody else if I have to ever speak in front of anybody again this way. I just keep looking at me. Hey man, how you doing? Just like a mirror.
it's funny though on YouTube, it's me and Chad getting spotlighted.
Oh no.
that's it. It doesn't show the.
Oh no, there it
background?
goes. It does when you talk. Okay, I just watching when
Oh,
me
yeah.
and you were talking. It was just ironic timing. Magic.
I was reading
I'm not
chat.
getting
Jessen Bean says I'm wearing a dumb hat now too. Solidarity. Yeah. Dumb hat
All
posse.
right.
Here, I'll take my hat and make it dumb. How's that?
That's pretty awesome.
There we go. I qualify, right?
It's like a Clark Kent curl.
There you go.
Ah, you look like you're from the mountains, man. You look like you're coming out of the hills with your sheep.
the bounce in that hair, man. That just screams like a shampoo commercial. Look at that. Look at that bounce.
Coming out of synagogue, man.
Like we were off the rails like an hour ago. I don't even know where the fuck they are anymore. Where are we?
Well, who else is growing something really sticky and nice? I'm sure everybody's are.
Not me. I don't grow stinky nice things.
No. What's your favorite thing in your garden?
Something real stinky and nice, man.
Yeah.
She's called Pre-98 Bubba.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That is a lovely strain. That is a lovely strain. How does that thing grow for you? Is it like a lanky one, or I've never grown it, but I'd like to one day.
She's a short, squatty thing.
Perfect.
A lot of people say she's a slow grower, but I've found she's only really slow when she's small. Once she gets some roots under her, she actually grows decently.
Okay.
So she doesn't leg out, huh? She doesn't get those long stretches. I may have this misidentified.
Oh, are we still on single speaker view? We keep flashing around on YouTube. That's fun.
Oh, I think we are. Yeah. I think the captain. I think this is kind of like a 3-hour tour, and we're not fucking coming back, bro. We're gonna be on an island for at least 3 seasons. Oh, there he is.
Hey, did anybody see that video I posted about the plant I had outside where it looked like it was male on 2 spots and then it looked like it was female? I had seen somebody else post that video where they were thinning them out. They were picking that one out and pulling them out. Is that something you see? Because I had one in here and I didn't. And back there, I was like, I can't tell. And finally, it was like, it's female. I opened the door and I wasn't even paying attention. I mean, that well, I guess. But I opened the door and I went, double take, like, holy shit. I was like, oh shit, that thing's getting ready to open. I had a male in there. 2 more hours, it started open. Maybe the next day. Maybe I'm stretching it. But I was like, so outside there's 3, and I don't know if they came off the Salmon River to Salmon River 1 or 2. They all 3 came up looking identical, right? They all 3 came up looking. I can't hardly talk it. I got to laugh. People got to watch that. That's funny, man. I can't get back on track now.
There's no
anyway,
way. I can't take
that-
Chad
that's-
serious like that. There's no way.
Is that a precursor show to hermaphrodite where it looks like it's male, and then it shows female, and you think you got a female, and then you walk out and you got a male? I don't know.
Yeah, hermaphrodite shows both sexes.
Yeah.
It'll have the female flower and it will have the male flower on there as well.
In the same spot?
You can, yeah. I actually saw some pictures the other day. I was looking at it because I was sexing some plants. So I was just going through, just kind of looking, you know.
I mean, it just could be a fluke where, I mean, it's just like, it's in that. I don't know.
How common it is, I don't know.
Well, I'm just saying it looks like it's a male, but it doesn't show male flowers or anything. It's just two little bumps on each side, and you get two little bumps on each side. And then the next one will show you a female, and he cuts those down. The guy whose video I was watching, he doesn't want that trait, so he goes and cuts them out.
Well, if that little calyx is raised off, like it's got a little stem on it, that's usually a male.
No, but on these third ones, it comes up and there's two hairs come out of it.
Right.
That's what he said. It shows us. It showed on his.
He's cutting them too. He's making his decisions too early for me.
Yeah. Yeah, then he made his decision too early. If he had two hairs popping out, he should have waited.
I mean, I would wait till the male pollen flower is staminate flower is hanging and getting ready to open before I would say that's a male. I mean, we all try to get our magnifying glasses out and figure out what it is, because God forbid the thing pollinate anything, but it has to fully form and drop before it. I mean, you have so much time. Like, I understand being excited and wanting to know, and you know, trying to allocate your resources and your time and your square footage, but if you're going to get into seed popping and you're going to get into trying to ID males and females, you got to at least give them the time to make sure you call it right. Like, that's just silly to me.
That was one of the things he said he called for. He called for that trait where he said it had those two things that looked male and gave you a female. It's just something he said he didn't keep. Now for me, it was just that pot's not big enough for three, and one of them is going to stay. You know, but I could see, you know, because I would have liked to just let that go. You know, at least two of them come up, or even the two males come up and say, "Okay, you male go," and then come up. Because that'd have been cool, because they were volunteers. You know, they were volunteers that got dumped out and came up. I mean, they came up. They went through 2, 3, maybe 4 nights below 30. 27 degrees, snow on top of them, sleet, a little bit of hail, rain, and they're like, they just and then as soon as it got warm, it was like, now it's about like this. I'm not spraying it with nothing. I'm not going to put any no chemicals on it. I'm letting every bug touch it that wants to touch it. But yeah, I didn't understand it. So that's not a precursor to a hermaphrodite, then, is what you're saying. That could have been a straight male or a straight female.
Yeah, patience wins the game when it comes to that stuff. I mean, I had what I thought was a female 3 weeks into flower before it threw male flowers on me, and that was a Hermie. I mean, that was a Hermie. It was 3 weeks into flower. There was a full female flower forming, and then out of the bottom of it came male staminate flowers.
Yeah.
To try to call it before the nodes have even gone alternate is a joke. Like, it's not even sexually mature. It's like, I'm not even gonna go there. It's you got to have more patience. But there are, I mean, cannabis, like, there's hemp cultivars that are strictly monoecious. Every single plant in that seed lot is hermaphrodite, monoecious. They have both sexes on the same plant. We've tended to select for the THC cultivars, we've tended to select them towards dioeciousness or male and female plants. But there are whole sections of the genome that are strictly monoecious. So it's not out of character for cannabis to be what we call a hermaphrodite. But like we all know, we try to breed away from that. But to do it, like if you've ever noticed, a seedling will have the leaves will come out at the same node, and then as it sexually matures, it'll alternate. And to do it before they alternate is to try to, it's still just a seedling. It's not.
It's wrong.
It's
Okay, so
I'll say you're not doing it correctly. You're just not. And even if you send seedlings away to get tested, like genetically, they still come back wrong. Like there's you have to allow the plant to mature. You have to.
So why the heck does I don't do it. It's why do these people who hear that still keep topping their plants at the third node on a brand new plant?
So I can tell you what I do. I just have a small separate tent. And if I think that this looks like it might be a male, goes in that tent, then I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah. Anytime somebody thinks they have a male or does have a male, like Cascadian Grown is saying, let it grow, man. Like, let it get to the point of forming the balls. You'll know when it opens up and you see the bananas, and then that's when you're going to have an issue. But if you just let it form those pods and those balls, you'll get the positive ID and just the confidence in it. And yeah, you were also saying third week herms. That seems to be like the magic week. It's if it's gonna pop usually, or be a problem, because some strains will throw it late in flower. Just it'll throw one or two here, and that might not even be like viable pollen even. But yeah, the ones like the third week, the lower branches, those are the ones that if you try to say, oh, I'll just pick them off, you're never going to get them all and you're going to chase it the whole time. So that's a true herm.
I would just prefer to have it not show, so it's something, a precursor I can get out of there if I wanted to. You know, for me, it's a matter of if Tennessee was to legalize cannabis and I could go to Tennessee right now, I got enough seeds to plant a few acres. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to have to deal with going out there and dealing with everything on the field. I want to go out there and know what I've worked, not going to herb. Just like I grew plants for a long time. You know, when I was younger, I hear it all the time now. If you let a plant go long, they all herb. No, they don't. They don't all herb. They ain't all going to sex out. They'll finish just die in the field. There's someone's just going to die in the field. You know, it's just going to happen. You know, so I don't know what they've done to the plant that they would all herb now.
Cookies.
I mean, so the breeders are working on the breeders. There's breeders working to get that out so they can give people the seeds so they can plant 100 acres. They don't have to worry about sacks coming even out at the end. I like that trait. See, that makes that I like that. I like it. It's not going to throw any herbs at the end, and I don't have to worry about it. You know, farmers that I would talk to that I know, they don't want to plant that might have issues. They're going to have to do more work on it at the end. They're looking for something to go from start to beginning. They can water, finish. You know. But I understand the whole concept of keeping everything in there. I know there's probably some benefit things in it. But me personally, I don't want to have to, you know, go out into a 100-acre field and worry about there being nanner sacks. I got to pick off the end. Because I've bought weed in California in a dispensary that come through the whole system that had nanner seeds in the buds. And it's like, fucking skated this lower buy. You know, skated this lower buy in the market, dropped the price. I wouldn't have bought it if I know it had nanners in it. It's changed the whole, unless I'm growing it myself. I wouldn't buy it if I knew it had nanner seeds in it. It ruins the flavor of the weed. Yeah, so I want the stuff that's worked out. That's why I was asking. That's a precursor. I want you know, I'll grow that batch of seeds out again if it doesn't. I won't do it. Because that's the Salmon River. That's where I got the one male, 2 females. One's that big one in there. See what we got here. Cedric, hugs and kisses. Oh.
Peter Longpipes.
Boom.
How much is a rig like that run? I need to get one of those.
What, that?
Yeah, I want to press some rosin. This one here, I let it lay on the tin in the car, and I laid something on top of it, and it was a piece of cardboard. And I came back and I went to take the tin out of the car, and I'm like, oh shit, it was stuck. And when I pulled it off, it was just glue across the tin. You know, I loved it. Take that glue and put it in there.
Yeah, the email was a couple $100, and the rig was like 70 or something like that.
Are you somewhere where it's still cold?
Yeah, man, it's always cold here. It's like it's probably like 42 degrees, 40. Yeah, 40 degrees.
That's what it is here. Same thing. That's why I'm wearing a hockey jersey.
Yep.
51.
Exactly what it is here.
Now now he's an Eskimo.
This guy's a man of many faces. I'm telling you.
The Indians are like, oh no, they're back.
He's like magic. He just pops up on my screen, and it's like, who the hell is this guy? Oh, it's Chad again. What the hell?
Oh, jeez.
Guy's like,
Or is it?
yeah, or is it?
Is it?
Keep us guessing, man. You're very magical.
That looks warm, man.
Yeah, it's cold. I got to be quiet because I'm outside.
It makes no sense. I understand that.
Yeah, it makes no sense.
There's no cars going. There's not on planes. There's no white noise to cover everything up. You know, I got I played with my JBL speaker on YouTube. And I'm like jamming, and I'll walk outside and I'm like, oh, it's too loud because it's middle of the morning. You know, it's 4 a.m. in the morning, and I'm like, oh shit, you know. Where's all the people? Once summertime comes, you won't have to worry about it because all you hear is air conditioning all night long. What the hell is that? That is a cool. Is that a fleece line?
Yeah,
Yeah, nice and warm.
it's on the inside. It is. It's a Pacific Northwest hoodie, proper hoodie.
What's the
Shouldn't that
temps
be
out
like-
there, Chad?
That should be live animal then.
No. I always got a bag on people who have like the furry outline. I'm like, dude, you kill a squirrel for that? Like what? It
Great.
looks like dog hair, man. No. Anyway, I'm out on the coast, so it's actually pretty. It stays mellow on the coast. That's one thing that I love about it. Really hot weather, I can't get down on. Like cold weather, I can handle all day. Again, I was a kid in Michigan, so like cold weather, snowbanks, snow plows, I can handle it. Hot weather, I don't I get cranky. So it's nice that in the summertime here, it never really gets above like upper 70s or 80s. And in the winter,
Where you at? Crescent City?
no, north.
Shit, if you're that close, why haven't we hung out yet?
Good question, man. We need to hang out. I see we got a similar style going right now, so we gotta rock it. Whoa, did you even tucked in the hoodie?
Well, you're in Washington, Chad.
Yep. I'm in Washington. Yep, I'm in Washington. One of the first states to legalize and to totally get it wrong, but that's all right. Yeah, we're it's
I
a.
lived there for a bit a while ago.
Have you been up? Have you ever lived in the Pacific Northwest?
Yeah, I lived on Whidbey Island.
Oh shit!
lived on Whidbey Island. I lived there for about 6 months, 5 or 6 months on Whidbey. And before that, I lived in, was it Arlington?
Okay.
So I was running up into the hills, up into the, I probably told Cascadian that one time talking about it. I'm on this guy, Carrington. When I run into first guys, I'm from 6'3", and you start running into guys, you're like, all right, these are the real lumberjacks. His freaking arms as big as my leg.
Yeah. Arlington.
He's 6'8", he's 7 foot tall. Holy shit. Okay. Now I know what somebody now I know what to be 6'3", somebody's 5'3", you gotta look up at me. Holy shit.
Yeah. That was
I love that area.
It is. That's a beautiful area. It really is. And it's nice kind of being out there on the island.
They ruined that island.
Whidbey's a great place, and they have the Air Force Base there, so you always get to see like the Top Gun jets flying around and stuff.
My brother was stationed there before I ever lived there.
Okay.
He was stationed there in early, I guess would have been early 80s. Yeah. Then he probably had a couple different stints there, maybe when he was on an aircraft carrier. Yeah, it's a cool place, man. I mean, can't beat Dungeness crab, man. Can't beat. I don't eat shellfish anymore, but man, if you want to eat shellfish, that's a place to live.
Yeah,
you like octopus. And, I'd eat the heck out of some fish up there. I mean, I would do some serious salmon fishing.
I like smoked salmon. I'm in a serious like fishing town. Like fishing is the industry. Without fishing, this town wouldn't exist.
Yeah,
But I don't like.
I figured it out.
yeah. It's not too magical, but it's funny because I don't like seafood and I don't like boats. Like I always joke with people, but I'm fucking serious. Like I've seen too many Soprano episodes, man. You don't go out on a boat in the ocean, okay? I'll stay on land.
What are you hanging around a lot of Italian people?
Oh, I don't see no vowels at the end of your name. Just joking, buddy. Just joking. No.
Do you ever go out to the shores for the 4th?
We can see it. We see it from where we're at.
Got you.
It's insane. Yeah, it's freaking really insane over there.
There's a 50-50 chance I'm down there. Whoa. Where stuff's going just.
Well, I was in Marysville, so we had Boom City at the Tulalip Reservation, and that place was freaking nuts. Heavy artillery, and they have that field where everybody's letting it go. And dude, like every 5 minutes, you could count on somebody knocking their mortar over, and it just shooting across the field. Yeah,
good times, man. Holy shit.
Marysville, where's that at?
It's about 50 minutes north of Seattle on a regular traffic day. So maybe like 20-30 miles.
Yeah, because I used to go out to, isn't that near, that's the south of Mount Vernon or just north?
A little bit south. Yeah, Mount Vernon's like another half hour or so.
I used to go out to a guy's house, man. It had a beautiful place out on Camino Island.
Yep.
Man, it's a beautiful little island, man. I'll tell you. Yeah, I love that area.
I got to take this off. It's getting a little too hot for me. I think I know somebody that might like the heat, but yeah.
That's the first place I smoked in a legal state. I smoked on 420 in 2016, just north of Seattle. And I went into a place in Everett. I drove somebody to Everett from Maryland. And I did that place in Everett. Something wolf. And it was funny, man, just getting on Google and seeing all these weed places going, shit, these places got weed all around here, man. I'm like, so I did. I drove to the place and got it. I got in the van. I called my friend in Seattle after I bought a cushion mat to sleep in the back of this van. And I bought something else to try to make it more comfortable. When I called in to see what he did, he was like, dude, I got an extra room. You just freaking come down here and sleep, man. You can see the damn downtown, see the water. I was like, all right. I said, I got some weed, man. I said, I ain't smoked in a while. He's like, man, don't smoke too much of that. It's like, I know you're a fucking pothead. You smoked for a long time. He said, you ain't smoked in a while. He said, that shit you bought right there. He said, don't take too many hits. I said, too late. And I did. I took like, I smoked like a quarter of a nice big, I mean, a good pre-roll, not a shitty pre-rolls. And I was like, oh man, I had to drive from that Walmart in Everett all the way to downtown Seattle and then out of downtown out to this place. And I was just like, holy shit, man. It was like, wow. He was out there, man.
Stoney, did you finally read that? I seen that a minute or two ago, and I had a good laugh about that, man.
Which one?
Stoney Rockafeller-oni.
Yeah, I just replied to that. That was awesome. I was laughing my ass off.
Yeah, seen that just a minute ago. I was like, oh boy, that's gonna be a good one.
I might have to change it to that, man. That's actually pretty good. I didn't even think of that. I should have did that.
The Rockefeller State is just down the road, and their house number, ironically enough, is 187.
That was kind of funny. Everett was where they had the High Times Cup in 2014 here, because it got kicked out of Seattle. So that was probably the coolest thing to come to Everett.
That is cool.
That's where Mackie boards are made for Mackie equipment.
Mackie speakers.
Yeah, Mackie speaker, all the Mackie sound equipment.
Yep, in Woodinville. Yeah, I'm an audio guy, so I totally know that place. Yes, and there was a club in Seattle. It was at the time it was called the War Room, but I would play there all the time, and that was actually like a demo room for Mackie. They would put their new big sound systems in there to like be the representative place, and yeah, that was a fun spot. That was always a great gig because fucking sound system was great.
What do you play?
DJ'd. So I played as there's electronic music, is drum and bass is the genre of electronic music. But yeah, so I DJ'd.
If you played other people's music.
Yeah, pretty much. But I mix it and I blend it together. Back when you had to beat match records.
Yeah, so you played their music better than they did. Yeah.
Pretty much. Dude, I mean, come on. This hair sells tickets.
Somewhere along the way, my head doesn't.
Especially when it was French braided.
Like it.
I did have a long time ago. I did have a girl like braid it, and she braided it like super tight, and it gave me a headache. So I took it out, and it just like stayed crimped. Yeah, it stayed crimped for like a good couple of weeks. I was like, holy crap, man. Didn't expect that.
Would you perm that for Eagles' next 420 show?
Perm, define perm.
I mean, define perm. You know what a perm is, man.
He's not even considering that shit. He's like,
he's got the body, man.
He'd be like,
that would be
Cascadian's got it covered.
You came in with like a Napoleon Dynamite perm on 420 next year for Eagles show.
Cascadian's already got it covered.
Yeah, we've got it done.
No, that's natural. That's Viking natural.
But then he has to get his straightened done. He'll check perms
exactly.
He straightens his, and I'll grow mine out.
I got to work on my beard game then.
You guys can go as each other.
I think it'd be more comical for the Bo Derek braids.
Bo Derek.
The corn roll. What was that? The Legend.
Oh no,
Eagle. What was that movie? The Legend of Bobby. Legend of Bobby. What?
Bobby.
In the 80s. You remember that movie in the 80s? I think it was with Christian Slater when he was really young. With that, The Legend of Bobby something. It was like that blonde girl. Is it one of the cheesy 80s movies, man?
Billie Jean?
Yes, Billie Jean.
Oh, that was.
That was a great movie. It was a great movie.
It was a great movie. But it was one of the 80s cheesy great movies, you know, like every 80s movie was.
Yes, yeah. It's
Yeah.
80s magic, man. 80s magic. Don't question
Hey,
it.
the Breakfast Club was not a cheesy movie.
John Hughes, all those John
Wait,
Hughes.
wait. Who just said that?
The Breakfast Club was not a cheesy movie.
That
had
was
some
your
deep-
classic coming of age movie.
They were all, every 80s movie was cheesy. Every single one. There was not an uncheesy movie. Even the documentaries, cheesy.
You had a crush on Molly Ringwald, admit it.
Back to the Future was well done. That's an 80s movie, right? Or is that a
I do like
90s
Ginger,
movie?
but I don't know.
That was
Yeah,
probably
it's
an 80s
80s.
movie, but that is a timeless movie. I could sit down and watch it today and be just as excited about it as I was, you know,
Which one?
the last time I watched it. Those
I just watched it 2 days ago.
that's awesome. Those are awesome movies. Yeah, I probably watch them a couple times a year. They're great. Those are great.
Which ones? I missed them. You said
Back to the Future.
Lethal Weapon.
Yep. Those
Oh,
are
that's a Christmas movie there, man. Die Hard, Lethal Weapon, those are my Christmas movies.
Christmas.
yeah.
I'm serious, man. That's when I watch them.
No, I'm serious too. Like
Got
I
a
do the
Christmas
Die Hard
tree in it. It's a
trilogy.
Christmas movie.
I do the
Yes.
Die Hard trilogy and the Home Alone trilogy. Those are like my
Yes.
Christmas movies.
There you go. So we can hang out being comfortable, dude. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
My late friend had his son when that movie came out. Donnie was probably, I think he just turned 3 that year, maybe 4. Man, they let that boy watch that movie all day long to keep him busy. And at 5 and 6, they were still watching that thing, man, all day long, man. Home Alone. And they would run around and act like that, break shit. Oh.
That's good. I thought you were talking about Die Hard for a second. And I'm like, whatever. They
That
can
was
watch.
his dad. That would have been his dad.
But like Cheddar Bob said, though, even Die Hard, when I start watching it again, it's kind of cheesy.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But it's good. It's
It's still, I still love it. Brings
How
me
about
back,
there-
right?
There were some that were more cheesier than others.
You know,
like, what's
the 80s were like a
Top
true transition, like socially through media, you know, movies, music. You look at, you know, I was saying this a while ago in a video, like Two Live Crew, like they're the reason in the 1980s why we have parental advisory things on our music now.
That
It's
was
like-
Al Gore's wife. Yeah, Tipper Gore. She was responsible for that.
And she was a deadhead. She was running around listening to the Grateful Dead, tripping her face off. You know, she just didn't like black people talking about pussy and fucking money and their problems in their community, you know, cause whatever social issues they were talking about, you know, like she didn't want to hear it.
And
And
they wrote a song about that. I listened to the song "Shelter Me" all the time by Cinderella, you know, which has a line about that, you know, that Tipper Gore, you know, saw the devil on MTV.
Either they don't know.
yeah, you know, MTV destroyed
there.
music. You know, all the 80s are responsible for a lot of transition, you know, especially media with Reagan switching over the FAA restrictions and stuff like that. Like that's a whole different thing, but yeah, transformative.
And the Transformers came out.
What was that?
I said, and the
Transformers
Transformers came out.
Transformers, dude.
The toy.
Yeah.
And like all of this stuff that's cool now that they're redoing, guess when it came out? In the 80s. They just didn't have the technology and stuff to do it well. And now they do. And those things that are cool in the 80s are like, they're super cool now.
Everything's on
Yeah,
like a
indeed.
20 or 30 year cycle, whether it be music, fashion, food. There's a 20-year, 30-year cycle. That's why like bell bottoms came back when I was like a teenager, you know, fucking hippie chicks with the bell bottoms.
The only
Corduroy.
thing that would make it better is that if every time they sent a rocket up, Elon Musk could take a ride like Evil Knievel.
Yeah. There was.
I don't know.
some-
I think people like Elon Musk
They'll-
are a necessary evil. You know, they
no
remind
Daredevil.
us.
I mean, the Daredevil is part of it. I mean, where's the Daredevil? There's nobody doing those things anymore. To that degree, trying to say, hey, I'm going to try to go over to Snake River Canyon in a rocket. Did you watch that live? I watched that live.
The one that crashed.
Yeah, like the build up, man. Evil Knievel.
Oh,
is
yeah.
like one of the big things every weekend on Wild World of Sports, man.
Oh yeah.
Thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Watching that guy wipe out all the time. I love that.
Legs are breaking off, his arms fly. I mean, they couldn't show that today. There's no way. That would be censored.
I knew I was never going to be on one of those things when I saw that. I was like, I ain't doing that. I'll ski, but I'm never going to try that.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Right? No, that takes
I
some
saw
balls,
Barn Roof
man.
already at 5. I'm like, no, I ain't trying that.
I got
Well,
about
I remember the Evil Knievel was that wind up motorcycle.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I have
that
that.
fucking
hand.
The zip cord
Yeah.
one. That thing fucking ripped.
That one did. But that wind up one was the best because you saw the commercials and the things like doing fucking wheelies. It's jumping over garbage cans. You get it, you wind it up, the thing goes whap about 2 feet and just falls dead right on side. It's like, what the fuck?
Really? Man, the one I got
You
back
would-
in the 70s,
You
man.
couldn't convince
Yeah, that's what I
anybody
had.
that you could only make it go fast. You'd sit there and click that thing till it was practically smoking to fucking get that thing going.
Right.
Jump
Exactly.
that thing
You had to
15,
crank
20
it.
feet, man. I used to jump. Mine got ruined. I jumped it off a waterfall. In the front of our property, we had a big old waterfall and a stream. It was like 5-foot drop waterfall. I jumped him off of that. I was like, oh shit, he ain't never gonna work again. It was right after Christmas, man. It wasn't even too long after Christmas. I got it for Christmas. It was probably my older brother's idea. Yeah, he cool toys. He's like, oh, you should try this with it. You know, I probably had it for a little while, man. That thing is awesome. That thing can take off. You know.
Chad, did you say you were getting
Go ahead.
tired and you had to leave?
Yeah. You called me out, but I'm
Yeah. No, I mean that's absolutely West Coast of you.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Sun's coming up. Sun's coming up in the East Coast.
I
I
got
appreciate you popping in, brother. It's made for a fun night. It's definitely made for a fun night for sure.
It's always a blast, Chad.
Really appreciate
I enjoy
Yeah,
your
thanks,
company.
Chad. You're awesome.
you guys, it's been a unique and freaking fun night. My cheeks hurt, my stomach is so, dude. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you for hanging
Take care,
out.
man.
See you
it.
later.
Man of many faces and hats.
Yeah, it was
Still tough
kind
to
of,
keep up with Cheddar Bob.
it was a little eerie how many actual costumes he had.
That's the only Chad in the cannabis community I actually like.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
I was just thinking that.
I can't see it, man. I like watching. A lot of times I'll sit and I won't say anything. I'll just watch. I think there's a bigger wormhole out there. What are they talking about now? What's happening in the wormhole chat?
Chicha's making more coffee. She's always making coffee.
She's making coffee.
Oh, yeah.
She jumping on. Eagle, are you tired? You got something you got to do? Are we keeping you up too long tonight?
I'm probably gonna get going here in a minute. I got a golf match in a couple hours. I gotta try and get like an hour of muscle rest.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably get going as well. Cheech always making coffee because the fucking coffee maker she got only makes a fucking shot at a time. We talked about that last time she got on. Damn, she needs to buy a fucking coffee maker, not a fucking shot machine.
At least a French press.
Something. Gee.
I bought my wife one of those aero presses off Build-A-Soil. It's basically just a filter that you You press down, it makes like a cup of coffee at a time, but she loves it. Works really well.
Off build us.
Well, them things make a strong cup of coffee too.
They do, yeah, really strong.
Get the whole effect out of it. You know, I love the French press. I can drink like a drip all day long, but that French press, I could only drink like one pot of that shit, and it's like
one pot.
It equals out for the whole caffeine. One that I would drink from the drip all day long. Man. That shit.
I gotta get a new one.
In the French press. Super good though. There's no comparison in my book. French press is way better, but not practical.
If you make it, if you get a new coffee bean and you put in what you normally put in, and you stir it up, and then you set it, push it down, you find it's not stronger, then you can automatically adjust it up or down on the next one. Oh, I put a little too much in that time. I'm good. That one don't need to be that, or you're gonna want it real strong. I'll let it sit in there. Oh, it's been in there an hour. That last little bit, you pour it over, and you got grounds, and you got to pour it back over, get some of the grounds out.
And French press is the composter's dream, isn't it? You just keep a bucket right there. It's all going to the compost right there.
Leaves, I feel at least one, if not, at least one a day of one of the like 32-ounce yogurt containers of leaves and coffee grounds every day. I used to throw that shit away, and I had a brother who got on me all the time. Just throw that in the dirt, man. I don't just turn the dirt. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. It's just mash you're putting into the wherever you're at. Then if you've got a compost pile, it's even better. And I was like, fuck it, man. I know. Then it was like I started doing this, and it was like, shit. Even if I just keep throwing it in buckets and letting it break down, it's breaking down into soil. I'm throwing wet on top of it all the time. I throw a little work every once in a while. About every 4 inches, I'll take a handful of worm casting and go, and I'll throw more shit on top of it. I put a cover on it. Just let it sit there and cook and cook and cook and cook.
I think I'm gonna peel out of here too, Eagle. Thanks for letting me kick in the door for a few minutes and hang out with these goofballs.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you right out, Cascadian.
I'll let you
everybody
put a finish on the show, and I'll come back and harass you another night soon, man. Thanks for letting me in.
Yeah, Eagle, I'm gonna bounce out right behind you,
guys.
Stoney, take it easy. Rez,
Take care, Bob.
Peace
Shoot
out.
well, man.
Yeah, we'll see. I might take a couple more drops.
Playing anywhere good? Nice place, or?
I'm playing at the 8th oldest course in the country.
Oh yeah, where's that?
Called Kibo Valley Golf Club on the island of Mount Desert Island in Maine.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you're a golfer.
I'm a golfer.
Awesome. We'll talk later.
All right. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.
I was
Eagle,
ask me,
I'm going to jump out of here. I appreciate you letting me jump in.
Anytime.
I hope, glad everybody liked the garden. I'm trying my best. Want to grow that good bud and test all these seeds out. So at some point I can start passing some of them out. I got one batch out already to a friend of mine. We'll see. He's first time grower. And he's been a try outside, I guess. So we'll see. But anyway, man, blessings. Have a wonderful day. Get the rest you need, and everybody be safe, and something nice for your neighbor. Love your neighbor as yourself. Might need them tomorrow.
Take care, Russ.
Thank you, both of you, man. Everybody that was
Have a
on.
great day, bro.
I appreciate each one of you. So, yeah, shit.
All right, Eagle. Well, it's just you and me. Guess what? I got some coffee. You got me all worked up on drinking coffee, you and Cheechas. So how many hours you got left, you run? I'm teasing. I'm ready to go. I had a great I had a great night. This was great, man. Just what I needed. And a Saturday night going into Mother's Day. So spread some more joy into my mom's life now. So with that, take care. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. We'll see you soon.
You too. I hope so, my friend. You've made it a fun night as well. So thank
I
you,
hope
my
so.
friend.
You got it, pal.
Have a good
Take care.
You too. You too. Well, you guys know the deal. It is time. I think this is 394 in the hole. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed a little bit of fun and shenanigans tonight. I know I did. I've had some fun. Most definitely hanging out with Cheddar Bob, Chad Westport. I can't believe I'm falling short already. Rez, Smiley's Gardens, amongst the rest of them. Who else? Cascadian Grown. I can't forget Cascadian Grown. Stoney Rockafeller was here hanging out. Always a good time. Always a good time. And they are right. Happy Mother's Day to you mothers out there. Hopefully, you guys at least go and hang out with your moms for a few hours if that's all possible. That cookie on my face. But most importantly, you guys know the deal. Please do something nice for somebody. Not in it there. We got to do the shout outs. Let's get these shout outs going right quick. Holy cow. Got a little peanut in my throat. I'll go out with a little Everlast. What the hell? Cheers to you. Mr. Robert, Mr. Greenfingers, motherfucking Thomas will be here Sunday, the 16th. Well, let's use this one. Sunday, the 16th. Mr. Greenfingers will be on the show. Looking forward to that. And, you know, I don't even think I've got a guest tonight. I know I don't. So tonight will be another wormhole. If you guys want to start it early, let me know. I'll try to kick it off about 11:30. I was thinking about doing a replay and then doing the wormhole at 2. So that may happen as well. And I just kind of spaced off the guest list there, I guess. There's no real excuse there for that. None. Where did everybody go? Everybody bailed. Jeff, everybody bailed. Well, let's get these shout outs going so I can get out myself. Some cool D's House of Tank on the Loft 710, Scarecrow 420, Green Thumb Bum, Christina MG89, Unplug 705, Medical McGullicuddy, Ricky Rebel, the 9207, Fabian, Selena, Davis out here, Tom Spook, Grave Walker, Mendo Dope Dog, Run Dung Beetle, Red Eye Jedi Grows, Mother Nature, Justin Conway, Duckweed, Run 26, Justin Wooders, Man, Okie Grower 75, Corey Trevor, Michael Wall, Small Vision, Cat, Cujo Cat Dackety, Taco Down Slug, Rick S, In the Bushes 827, James Simmons, Kevin Haas, World's Last Hope, Pat's Fan 420, Biomentor, Dirt Road Dude, Cannon Shiva, Jose Ramirez, Red Eye Rustler, Dab Goblin, Dr. Post, Light Your Ass, Tone, 710 Canuck, Can of Queen Genetics, Stabby Tenancy, Luminor, Dirt Man Dan, Keith the Black Sales, Mr. Bullsilla, Zim Premium Garden, Rasta Bob, Rasta Jeff, Soil Root, Small Tubes, Tyler, Rossi Buds, Norm Michigan Micro, Ouija Buds, Dub P. Roy, Big Dark Rose, JC, Modern Genetics, SoCal Weedner, John, Last PPJ 15, Green County Grower, CJ, Perfectly Imperfected, Dollar Tree Grower, G1 Production, Saint Grower, POA Grown Meds, Miss Moody Grows, I grew some Johnny Cane Seed. Nutrient Shootouts, Nutty, Nicky, Tony, Slamming, Pixel Monkey, Zane, Bernard's Observation Booth, Clover 420, Hatch by Aldridge 25, Miss Madam T2, New Mo Grower, Canopy, Such This Guy, Burton 79, Polish Hammer, Midwest Outlaws 31, Voodoo Ultras, Fresno Nerds, Kelly Connections, Wolverine, Big Jar Gross, Jimmy 1 for Life, Laid Way Back, Farmer, D Block, MMP Nations Creation, Saber Lana, Psychedelic Warlock, Artist LD, Sir Sticky, Rob, Big 420, Barrett Window, Big Ed 1961, Man Wanted, G3, Green Click, J&K, Triple G, Mr. Sprinkley, Brittany and Tyler T, Hope Farms, Lisa G, John Beecher, Crazy for you, WG, BGWG420, Dr. Boswell, Purple Thumb OG, Arthro, Sensibilia, Arthro, Just Face 420, Beast Coast Grower, Sir Al, Trey, Valone, Keep It Real, Haggerton 420, Sub Zeppelin, Audit Everywhere, BT, Double E, Grows, Bingus, Green Puffin Man, Alex Boyk, Chef Life, School, Crop Pills, I Love It, Green Mountain Grower, Southwest Okie, Real 100, 212, Andy Man, Miranda Family Farms, Bates Farms, Be All Flower, Ryan Henderson, Green 13, Dude, Sailbot Wins, Kingdom Mac, Alexandros, Michigan Native, Mary Jane's Med Garden, Streamer 77, Double D, Bad Bunny Nutrients, Mr. Green Pots, Mr. Green Nuts from 619 to 664. Spaniard, Kruger Jones and Grow, Papa G Grows, Raz Amy Dro Grows, Cast, Grow From Your Heart Podcast, Lily Luna, Green Flock, Jeremiah Miranda, Sony Creek, Lost Art, Mr. No One, LG 420, Giant Mike, Prometheus, Soil, Jason Isom, P Win, David Colby, Mason 662, Scroggy McScroggerton, The Goddess Grows, Kaylee Burrows, Chad Bad Family Farms, Pauli P. Bjorg, Kevin Jodry, Mike Honcho, Jay Huggins, UDA, Green Tea, Green Tree Hunter, Kush Cloud, Joshua Seasland, Oak, Organic Home, Buds, Warren Nelson, Cam One, Maine Mick, Show Love, always Kelly Stone, Texas OG. Fast forward this one, heard this one a few times. Texas OG, Sarge. Chuck Norris, S. Claire B. Happy Guy. Dan the Indoor Man. Groby's Homies. Skip commercials. Stone Cannon Flag. B. High 710. Eugene Greenleaf. Ace Drew Hustle. Friend Dark Carlos. North Arizona Beer Grove 420. No Sellout. Jesse Way. Scott Daisy Eddy. Introvert Genetics. Soso J. Vixen Manila 8 Mo. Camp James Buttercream. G Dub from NorCal. The Pharmacy Seed Banks. Redhead. Monkey 616. Curtis Mahan. Matt Moore and Morte. Rick Heyman. It's a good tune, but fast forward. Rick Heyman, Stephanie Dora, and Tennessee Fab Carius K. Mike Rubles, the Drew Beer 420, Maxi 751, Lawrence Gonzalez, Slow to Get Up, Stu Moon, Popco 719, Bake with Shake, Baby Old Smoke, PWC Grown Buds, Laura Wasp, Mr. Weed Blunt, Old School Grower, Chad Westport, Tonto Run, Flora Nugs, My Little Piece of Heaven. My Little Piece of Heaven, Punch It Out, Seeds, Goliath Grow, Richard T, Kitsy Wannabe, Mo, Mr. Soul, Food Spectrum, Gone God, Lori Hanson, Real, 2,000 Years of Tradition, Mr. D. Connolly, Pimp Jam, McBodyface, Show Me Sketchwad, Fuck Google ain't you, I'm going well, Canadian Reporter, Farmer, Carl Wright, Zephyr, Hubble Farms, Tiny Farm, Seldom Seen, Oak Park Gardens, Hell, 9782, Skunky Packs, Martial Artist 2012. Micro Slave Hefner, Danny McTizzle, Medically Fit, Micro Robert Mr. Green Fingers, Motherfucking Thomas, Rancho Costa Plenty, Monkey Balls, Andrew Champlin, Bobby Lynn Means, Trent Digger, Baxter Mac, Tonya Like Bologna, Bill S, Weed Peace. There we go. Tender Delicious, Minty Country Roots, Huron Fire Genetics, Earth Creeper, Big Ray 420, Teeny 101, Buns and Hazards, Mr. Club 14, Bearded B-Man, Farm 616, Snollop North, Max Screaming Ruby. Timothy McKinnon, Neo, Justin Beats, Chronic 88, Fat Belly, Real, Jennifer Steele, Cannabis, Cherry Farmer, Shannon Stevens, Carlitos, Latinos, Guard Eater Country, Mr. Speed, Wolfstein, Firesaw, Wally Wookie, The Goddess Grows, Cross Mob, White Feather Grows, Burnett Rooms, Tone Grows, Dane, K-Man Grows, BX Gunner 81, Smith Dude, Noob Grows, Sean McGann, J Monks, Dink, Agenda, Walla Walla Candy Grow, Ball Dog, Huron, Cannabis, Council, Alyssa Paris, Rock Red, Justice Mick, 420, Ben, Fresh Grow, Thriving Herbs, High Boy, Your Mailman Grows, We Be Growing, Australian Grown, For the Love of the Plant, Argo American, Smart Poke, Unfrozen Caveman, What's Highest, Surf Craft, Micro Groom, Jeff Lowenfeld, Mobius Grows, Dank, Brownies, Dan D, Elliot Harkins, Mystic Flavor, The Forging Gardener, Overwater, Overkill, Seattle, Steve, Shadow Warrior, Valley Green 514, Millie Jensen, Oz Indica, Dr. MJ Coco, Brandon Rust, Matthew Gates, Jay's Bags, Jones, Sour, Shotgun Willie, Dank Yoda, Jay Simmons, Sure Bro Grows, Clackamas Scoop, DJ Conley, Aaron the Growing Light 1978, Michigan Growing Buds, Your Boy Roy Boy, Delta 9, Jay McDaniels, Clackamas 420, Stinky Colas, Dylan Steinberg, PFC Farms, Husky Garden, Sun Grown 707, J.A. Dro, J420, Cascadian Grove, Tito's McGee, 4 Plants 8, Weedworks, Captain Scrug, Skunky Buds, Hans Warrior, Jackie Young, Terry Lee Live, McGasser Tempe, Andy Ed, The Urge, Green Good, Green Junior, Leon from All Purpose Plus, Green Goose, 11 Smiles, 11 Big Dude Buds, Micro Roster, Grown 311 Mix Up, Gross, Evergreen, Hayes, G's Friends, Tree, MMJ, Matt S.A. Ball, Dragonfly B, Justin Metz, Travis Wallace, Lucky Mike, Eric Ferguson, CL, Chronic Seeds, King Chronic, Titan from Blasco Seeds, Chicago, Gas, Obasso for Life, John Smith, Timothy, Tommy Trico, Smoke King, Grass, Pop Little, Slow Roll, Spiky Pilots, Ice Green Jr., Matt Silbert, Indo 11, Stephanie B, Shark Pulley 989 by Brown, Simon Garner, Soda Nation 420, Joe Y, Bugs 1313, Grower, Painted Lady, Frank Boo, Jay Myers, Amid, the Chat, Mr. Manny D, Bag C, Dr. GGC, Jeff, Starter 911, Dutch Gross 420, Scallywag 420, Skibble 1, Medgrower 1, Empire Brady Grove, Rowley, Lost Leaf, Liam Mess, Danny Deco, Danny Danko, B Bear 7, Allie Noble, CK Tom Trinidad, Looney Jester, Smoking with Small Town, Tim S, Mr. Lacy, Raptor Gross, Rob, Automation is Freedom. Happy birthday, my friend. Robert Hazelton. Door, Michigan Court, Double Tap Farms, Mr. Green Thumb, 420, 808, Rudy Prospects, the Cannon Bus Driver, Hate Life, Kenny 710, Operation Grow, T-Ben, TM 42696, Rue Nuts, Hammered E-Nails, thank you both. Dr. Scramble, VH, Moonrocks, GHF, Double J, Bio Green, Stealth Grower, Hanky, Stakey, 420, OGKP, Ganja Nana, Yo Mama, Georgia Joe, Roy Rodriguez, B Growing, Nature's Best Dogs, Killer B Grows, Ganja Wizard, Husky Guards, Nut Tree 420, Dr. Ooh, Soul Life, Bully Forward Life, the Beavis 698, Jeffro 420, Dr. Franklin Booty, goddamn, my big Ted's test. The Riffin' Fat Boy, Jack Greenstock, 420, 420, Boom Farm, Charlotte Farms, Aldridge, 25, Smiley's Garden, JT's, Misty's Nugs, Smoke Grow, Frazier, Grow, Hosky, Twisted Roots, Faded Farm, 420, Jeff Borowski, Genetic Memory Farms, Evolve 420, Cameron, Mr. Banksy, Jill Carter, Mystic Marks, Mystic Grower, Ginger Stamp, CTE, Grows A, Rick Wolf, DLP 2372, Mike Denver, Sergeant, or Mike Denver, Ted Denver, Sergeant Pep 420, Cannon Trooper, Blind Cat 420, Light Up Again, Tim, UKSIF 420, Good Boy, Devin Shepard, Medical MJ, Budsville, USA, Resurrection Prophet, Chris Martinez, Dankman Dan, Dankman 420, Red Sun Farms, Good Life, Tony Bell, Chicha B, Bill City Grower, the Major John 420 Army, the American One, W Digger 71, Forest Rotates, Kineos, Max, Mountain Skies, ready to hit that hot fire, Chris Burns, Ian, Save Robbie, Sergeant Live, Happy Fake Cam, Finger Lakes, Finest, Ridge Pad, Doja Moon, Southern BT Grower, Choose Medical, Jared Bear, Plus One Mushroom, Secret City, Pioneers, My Little 10, 24-2, Space Walker, Christian, Tree Mump, Tay Barrett, and Heart and Soul Homegrown, Mike B, T. White, East Coast Will, Lady Day, Galactic Garden, Sean Smith, Elliptis, My Nashville Farms, Pacific Northwest Seeds, Roscoe, Paul, Lemon, Holco, Trench, Rita's, Usually Life, 420, Rant Manual, Dre Brown, Savage Sizzle, 9-inch Coles, Chris Moon, DK Trades, Vision Creator, Guru, Canberra, Cannon, Nation Day. 311 mix up Kinder Growth, Evergreen. Oh, I already got that side. Rob, Bobby, Chubb, Bins, Rescue Ready, Roadside, LLC, Notorious Snug, Magma Seeds, Father and Son, Trimming Tutorials, Dub T Dank. There we go. Martin, Jose, Martin, Perez, Doggo, The Hut 420, Buck, Chivo Man, GR 420, Community Videos, Joey Troy, River Rat, smoking the shit out of that pipe tonight. Louis Garcia, Michael Pay, AJ, Everyday, Captain Audit, Set of Bob 13, Main Grove 420, Cookies Coop, Jay Kendricks, in for the grill. Backwoods All Good, Sally Mansell, Adam Skankin, Chanel Simpsons, One Smoke Away, Ganja Roads, Kazoo, Aaron Burnett Troops, Mr. Lincoln Stinkin, Angel Studios, FG, the 420 Grow Tent, Paul Tiella, John Fleming, Tankovich, Vibro Flawed, Polly P. Seldom Seen, Elevated, Lenny, Organic, Sunman, Chiba Sunny, Jeff Pollock, Ricardo, Sosa, Dan J, Earth Friendly, Farming, Candy Forest Farming, Fuck All That Beam, The Misfit Farmer, Jason Live 512, Snake Eyes, doing the 44666, Jason Line, Jason Greystone, Soda Baker, MD, Stoney, Outside, Bridge Dweller, Tarzan, Superman, Old Man Humor Hash, Freebird, Mo Grower, Matty Gar, Simple Man, Survival Time, Coach, Chronic, Sink Fat, Kimbo Sky, I fucked that up, Caballero, Polero, Harley Grower, Judd God, Steve Collins, Todd Kendricks, Property Maintenance, Sharpie, The Island Hayes, Scuba Steve Speaks, J.R. Reed, Property, or Randy K, TCDR, Claire Killian, Wardrobe, Farming, Randy Grande, Pip 1000, Ace Boot 3223, Wake Up, Captain Freedom Bee, Pupper Smiles, 50 Digit, Missing Gouge, Mooch, Hash, Fred G, Super Bob, Broski 808, Weekend at Bernie's, K-Bag, Justin Station, Strong Sound, Organic, Zippy, iMatics, Honesty, K-Hale, Me All, Flower, Brent Boog, Todd Kendricks, Newton, K&T, Kirsty, True Seer, both times fold, Natty Dread, Barbara Matthews, Ancient Soul, Rome, Kevin Jiu Jitsu, Canada Health and Happiness, Berserk 215, Collab, Low Cut, Albert Trendy, Mo Manic, Med, Raz Benchy, Hell, and Hugh Janus, James C, Atomic Spoon, Miss Jill, Big Daddy, LT Gardens, Big High, Fly, 420, Lobster Brush, Bro, Mother Tree, Maine, Your Boy, Roy Boy, Static, Shannon Gibbons, Ruhak, Rick W, Comfortably Numb, One Smoke Away, The 840 Show, Richard Lamb, Red Pill, Canvas Pursuit, K Rolling, Worthy Buzz, Logan Man 81, Oil and Flower Podcast, The Entourage Effect, Warren Dixon, Pink Lady Luck, El Mando 420, surrounded by Keith Ferrari Farms, Bridge Dweller, Single Fathers, Happiness Without Gifts, Richard Forbes, Daniel, David, Comenta, B4 P-Funk, Nika T, Richard, John Reese, What About Bob, Prince Patty, Daniel Bergman, Green Puffin Man, B. Dungley, James Chung, Sarge Gross 818, John Wayne, Color It, Carolina Roots, Gold Sister Golden here, Deanna, Dana. There we go. El Dankarina, K&F Gardens Blank, 1030, choose one only feed. Farmer James, Crypto Dope, Richard Land, HIP Grower, Matt Javine, Dan Marino, Chronic Wonder, Sunrise Grove, Top Floor, Gen X, Mole Fisher 420, Can 2 Cannabis, Jesse Fisher, My Dog Nelia, Rooster Grows, Alex Hardy, Betty Cropper, Daniel Grows Photos, Mitten Grown Meds, Sunrise Grows, of course, my girls, you know who they are. No Limit 916, Crumpet Toad, Alchemist, and Clan of Minx, Soul Bone Addiction, Roz, Joe, Alex D, Dirty Or Catfish, Howard, Dan, Propagation, Station, John McDaniels, Lisa Marie, Sarge 818, Blaze Daily, Pride, Piper, Perpetual, Eagle, Pride, Warrior, Sales Spots for you, Frank Usada, The Dink, Kino, Kelly, 420, Captain 420, that is. Stink Fat, What About Bob, Bill Juster, Pop Shrooms, John Gorski, Dougman, Gangsta, THC4, PTSD, John, T. Barrington, Honcho Grown, Swamp Camp, Palero, Campabinka, Bassa Because, Jane Doe, Mr. Manny D, Cannon Fire 420, AB Normal, Franklin Guerrero, Bare Feet, J. Brent 74, CK Brown Guy 420, Packatoo 420, Bernie Tree Mains, EA Gray Sun, Grown 207, Hydro Daily, Hemp with GG, JG, Jamie Reed, Supreme Grape, Stoney Rockafeller, Caveness, Caveman, Brew, City, Sin, Midnight Roots, Synthetic Acid, whatever. Density, Knuckles, Michael P, AJ Everyday, Paul Quick Be Nimble, Bud Kilowatts, Michael D, 48889, Disbanded Brothers, Massilia, Matt Joseph, Grace Medicine, RX, Keeson Chiefs, Hydro Daily, Concerned American Cannabis 411, Freedom of Speech, Dr. Joyous Worth, These Tree, Ganja Sudoku, 710 is Oil Upside Down, Jesse Stevenson, Victoria, What About Bob, Great Sacred Garden, Gus Rose, Slick, Rick 8, Dog Pounds, Dave in St. Louis, our Mauve, Watts, Gostein Yeti, Ed Wren, MN, Grown, Uncle Elmer, Off Grid Terps, Christopher 54, Last Predator, Matthew Social, Sue, Illinois, Man Beaters, James Proof, Dank, Dark Horse Gardens, that's who that is. Stoner Dude, Joel from North Star Genetics, Carolina, Mr. Cry, PTA. I'm probably saying that wrong. I'm completely sorry about that. This day in evil history was probably one of the first rabbit holes with Jack Smiley, Sergeant Pepper, Cannon Trooper, and Charlie's Farm, episode probably 45. We're going to take a look and remember this day 1 year ago. You guys know the deal. If this is the end of your journey, please get some rest. If it's the beginning of your day, your journey, please do something nice for somebody today. Have a prosperous day. Most of all, remember, random acts of kindness do save lives. To those of you that are mothers, have a great day. Happy Mother's Day. The rest of you, have a